What's up, friends, and welcome back to I.E In Friends. My name is Saul V Gomez.
My name is Airbear.
My name is Cesar.
And today's very special guest, we had to bring her back again, our friend Jessica Flores.
Hey. What up, what up, what up?
We're back in the new setup.
In the new setup. And you know what's a fun fact too? When you came on our show the last time, that was also a new setup.
Wait, first day filming in that setup?
Yeah.
He was like, bro.
Yeah, we're like, yo, this is some crazy.
Every time you switch it up, you gotta bring
you back. Yeah.
There it is.
You're a test.
What is it?
Test run? That's okay. I'm cool with
Let's see
that.
if this shit breaks or not.
We want to apologize because I think last time you got on here, you kind of got canceled.
We're doing it again this year.
Oh my gosh. Whoa, that was crazy. Well, here's the thing. Like, there's a whole long podcast that you guys do, and then just a clip. Sometimes people don't get the full context or everything that you're trying to say. You just get that moment. So people go in on you.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
I've gotten so much shit.
Yeah, I felt
The way
bad.
He clips
I'm sorry.
clips before, yeah.
Wait, you had a lot of
That
people.
shit on purpose.
Yeah? Are you like, what's the overall consensus online about you?
Yeah.
He hates women.
You want to tell him?
He hates women.
Oh, that he hates women?
He hates
Yeah,
women.
yeah.
He's misogynistic.
No.
Wait, it's kinda-
you
it's kinda
so
chilled out.
don't.
It's chilled out.
Yeah, it's chilled out. It hasn't been too much anymore. No.
You know, have I ever
Because
hated
you love women.
Because he
You
loves
love
women now.
You know what it is now?
That's why he thinks he's new him.
now it's like the pick me.
Yeah, now you're.
I think that's the.
Now
You're pick me. You're
yeah.
pick me to men, or you're pick me to girls.
He's a pick me to everything.
Oh, to
He doesn't like
everyone.
that way.
Well, that's their consensus.
If we ask you like, we ask you a question, you can't give a like honest answer right away. That's a pick me.
No, just because sometimes I don't have an opinion on that type of subject.
Fire.
Fire.
sure.
Okay.
When
Stop being a
before,
pick me.
Before I was just maybe
Before you-
controversial considering some
Okay,
people.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
sometimes, I mean, not everything is straight on facts. It's just opinion versus opinion.
that's true.
Do
And a lot of the times, like people's opinion, they think it's a fact when it's
Yeah.
really not. It's
No.
just your opinion. And sometimes, like, I get it. It's so real to somebody, their environment, the way that they're raised, they really think that's a fact.
Yeah.
But it's just how you see the world. So I get
Yeah,
you.
isn't that crazy? I think about that all the time. It's like if we would have been born somewhere else, we would have probably had a whole different God, a whole different religion, a whole different what we can
different
or not
podcast.
eat, a whole different podcast. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Is that crazy?
That's crazy because I was actually watching videos on the way down because it's a long drive to you guys. Okay, the
Our
IE is a
colleges.
long
Yeah.
We're not even
drive.
that far. There's just a lot of traffic.
It's
It's
just a lot of
traffic.
That makes I drive every
I-
day.
Yeah.
When he goes to your studio over
There's
there.
a studio.
I don't know how you do it. I was
sucks.
like sitting there like, oh my gosh. But I was watching videos and it's so true. Like somewhere, if you were to go to like Saudi Arabia, the things that we so freely do here, like,
Yeah.
you know, they're stricter over there. Things that people consider great over there. They look at like Western, you know, civilization and they're like, that's trash over
Yeah.
there. It's so crazy
People
how
still
like the
complain.
world is shaped
Exactly.
different.
People
yeah.
still complain. You can never satisfy anyone.
Yeah, so true.
Like you could like
You
it's that
can.
saying if you try to satisfy everyone, you're not gonna satisfy no one.
Or you're not satisfying yourself.
Yeah. Ooh, it's
because you're not being
That's
true
true.
to
Yeah,
yourself.
you're not being
Might
true
as
to
well
yourself.
be true to yourself.
Yeah.
Somebody's
Yeah.
gonna love it, somebody's gonna hate
That's
it.
what I've kind of based the podcast off of. It's like we're just gonna be us, and there's gonna be someone that's gonna resonate with it. And if people don't like it, that's not for them.
and it's you. You
Yeah.
resonate.
So if you're watching, thank you
we
for
vibrate off the same energy.
And even
like,
if
cool.
you don't resonate, thank you for watching too.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, it
Even
all
all the
helps
hater
out.
comments, it helps your algorithm.
Yeah,
you
it
know?
really helps. So
Drop hate comments today.
fill this shit up with hate comments.
Hate comments.
But you started a new podcast, and girl, let me tell you.
And you're
Girl, let me
producing
tell
it.
you.
Producing,
And he's producing
he did that to
I
handle
did
his
it just
own
to, like-
flowers.
He's like, now shout me out.
I got now. Say what's up to me now.
No, but yeah, it's so cool. It's like, it's three of us girls. And it's so, you guys have a podcast of three guys. You guys genuinely love each other. You guys started this together. What's interesting about our podcast is we kind of just got put in a podcast. And it was
Yeah.
very much like at the beginning, trying to figure out if we really vibe with each other.
Yeah.
It's scary because some
Yeah.
girls are, you know,
Different.
either try to be a little bit too dominant.
Yeah.
You know, you don't know if you really align on certain things, but it's
Yeah.
been lovely. Like
Yeah,
these
they're all
girls are
great.
amazing.
I was just literally thinking
really
about
good.
that on my way back yesterday. I was like, yo, whoever picked out this team, that was a great chemistry choice. Like you guys,
and they
whoever
what
did
they
it.
base it off of just Instagrams and stuff, or like.
No, they did a
Personalities?
chemistry test. You were there for that.
Nah, I
chemistry
wasn't
test.
there.
No, yeah, you were.
No, I saw you that day.
Oh,
we were
I
gonna
was.
do that, and then you
No,
were.
It was just like an episode you guys did, no? Like you three? Yeah,
Yes.
then yeah, I was there.
It was basically like 9 girls, and they would like switch out a girl
Oh,
or switch
shit.
in a girl or say just you two or you three. And I didn't know if I was gonna get it. All the girls were amazing, on point, funny, opinionated, and then it just worked out that like they chose us three, and it was the best thing ever. I feel so comfortable with them. It's
That's
insane.
fire. No, that's great to hear.
That's
And you know
dope.
what's crazy about the whole chemistry thing? That seating is super important. because you can kind of like manage how a podcast goes just by the seating.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that was something
This
that was
on
actually
purpose.
that seating thing that over there. That was like my experiment. I was like, let's move people around.
Yeah. And how do
it's
you
fine.
guys do your seating for I.E In Friends?
It's changed over the
It
years.
has changed.
It's changed, but I think this is the best way that it works when them two are together and I'm by myself.
Yeah.
I guess.
Really?
Because when we're together, we gain.
Yeah, we're together. We do a lot
Like
of
what
text.
happened when I came last time?
Yeah. Now like this is more.
And
You have to be in the middle a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, because most of the time they're just doing to push my buttons because they knew how to react.
No, we're not, bro.
But
We're
now,
all
but now
honest.
both of us can get you from
Yeah,
each
now
side.
we're peek.
Yeah.
But now I try not
Usually
to
it's-
bite into it too much.
Yeah.
Do you think?
But sometimes I forget. And I'm just like, I'm like, fuck you guys.
Do you think? Do you think your new lifestyle has changed that? Like the way you?
No,
think that
it's just
stuff
me
too?
just realizing that sometimes you guys just play with me.
Wait,
What's
don't.
your new lifestyle?
Just
You be
like
gymming every day,
gymming,
counting his
everything,
calories.
yeah.
Amazing.
weight, yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
I love a good level up, I love it.
Like, don't get me wrong, it's not the way to live. Like, not the gym. I'm saying like the way I'm eating. Because like
I'm
I'm
eating healthy.
no, not that. Just I literally count all my calories. Like if that bag of popcorn I'm eating, if I'm at home, I literally put it into a cup.
Oh, okay, you
Like
Yeah.
one, I measure. It says
Macros.
40 calories per cup. I put in 2 or 3 cups.
That's good though.
What if you become like a bodybuilder? Because you start getting used to doing just that shit.
I'm used to doing that everywhere, dude. Like now, it's just like
you bring
anything
a
I can-
scale with you.
Like,
I know that
I
my
measure
brother
all my
has
food.
my brother has
I
a
measure all
scale
my
too.
food. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the way to.
So what Aaron's saying is you can
live.
take some of his French
it
fries.
seems too like, I don't know, just boring.
Limiting.
Yeah. Like right now, I'm super committed because I want to be losing weight. But I feel like the time point when I get to that body weight, I'm just gonna stop, like always counting
Just
everything.
balance.
Just balance it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now, I need to be strict because I looked through all my BMI. I looked through my like all that stuff, body mass index and
Yeah.
all that stuff. I am still currently obese.
Mm.
Like straight up for my height and the way I weigh. I've lost 55 pounds.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, actually, I've lost 58 now.
Nice.
I'm at 227.
Every pound counts.
Oh my god.
But since I can't tell if I'm either 5'8" or 5'9", I'm gonna have to measure myself. But I am still 34 point something BMI, so that's also obesity still. Yeah. So, and the thing that's fucked. Yeah. Damn.
Damn, son.
The thing that sucks is for my height to be considered healthy and normal, I have to weigh like fucking 150, 160, bro. I was like, huh?
Really?
What the
Not
fuck
even
am I gonna be
me,
eating,
dog.
bro? Peas?
Yeah, not
What
even
the hell? I
me.
was like, nah, bro. Like, I'm cool with weighing like
Yeah.
190 or something,
Yeah.
or weighing 200 just of like more muscle than fat.
Yeah.
Chisel.
That'd be cool.
Greek god.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, discipline is
Well, I'm
insane.
proud of you, man. That's
Yeah.
hard.
No,
That's a
yeah.
hard thing. Like lifestyle wise, I could never sit there and count all my stuff. Like,
I
that's
have to.
That's why we
I have to.
run.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I want to bring up.
That's why you run a lot.
You know,
yeah, just right.
I always thought you enjoyed running until your story today,
Oh yeah, yeah.
where you said like you kind of don't really enjoy running.
I do and I don't. Like I love when I get like a runner's high. You know what that is, right?
Exactly.
I should have specified that in the story. I love when I'm getting a runner's high and I'm like in the zone and I'm like feeling really fit and good.
Tunnel
but then
vision.
there's moments where you're running and you're like, I hate
Yeah.
I can't sit there and say that I'm on mile 15 and I'm like, yeah, like I love it. No, I'm like, when is this gonna end? Like I'm over it. So that's what I was trying to say is it's not always gonna be like rainbows and butterflies on these
Yeah.
runs. Sometimes you just don't feel in the mood.
You gotta
But I
push through.
love running. Like
Uh-huh.
I was confusing.
Do you run with like earphones on?
I cannot run without
Right?
music. Can you run without music?
In the morning. Only really early in the morning. Like
I-
6 in the morning, 7 in the morning. Yes. After that, things start making a lot of noise. So you have to put headphones
I
on.
need music.
Yeah, but isn't it like dangerous if you're running in the street or like running in public with music? Because
Well,
what
just
if
pay
like there's a
attention.
car
Just
coming?
pay attention.
Just pay attention.
But what if something
Yeah.
the
Why
car's
is the
coming
car
from the
gonna come
back?
to the curb?
You don't know.
Well, I don't think I don't
know.
run on the cement.
He said-
Runner?
Intrusive
Fuck that
thoughts,
guy.
bro.
I know.
The intrusive thoughts are crazy.
No, but actually, that's sad that you brought that up because my dad was a professional runner. He go running every morning at 3 a.m.
Oh shit.
And he got hit by a car that actually went into the sidewalk. I like literally, I cannot. But he was drunk. It was like 3 a.m. So it's not gonna happen all the time.
Yeah.
My dad
Headphones
got,
wouldn't have saved him.
My dad's fine now, obviously.
cool.
But yeah, that did happen. So I think you're right. You should be aware. But I always run at the beach.
Oh, okay, so that's fine.
Unless,
On the-
Unless there's like a tsunami.
A tsunami comes, but I would see that.
There's, like,
you know,
the
I'd be
windows-
like, oh, that's really getting
You
high.
run on the sand or the
I
like the mud?
did. I used to run on the sand. When I was training for college soccer, I would run on the sand. But now I'm just
Yeah.
like, I'm just living my normal life.
yeah, I'm just trying to get my miles
I'm
in.
just trying to like, you
No,
know.
yeah, running on the sand. So I remember those beach tournaments back in the day. The beach soccer tournaments. That shit was rough, bro. But it was fun. It was fun. But bro, you get tired
Hell
so
yeah.
quickly, bro. That shit oh, dude.
And then you can injure your feet and toes so easily.
Yeah.
Like, you know, just like
Dude.
kicking each other. It
Yeah.
was weird. I didn't like it.
Kicking and just fucking hit your toe, bro.
Or
It's
like
just your
go-
pinky.
Ah,
Just like your pinky.
It's happening. It's happening, bro.
That's the crazy thing. I'm trying to like work this weird, but I'm trying to work out my feet where it's like because
For Ivana.
yeah,
No, because one of the girls on our podcast has like a
Oh.
fixation on feet.
yeah, keep them away from Ivana.
kind of, but not
Something
really.
like that.
Oh.
But like,
She just really appreciates them.
yeah, she
Oh,
appreciates
okay,
feet.
okay.
And I get called out on it, but she gets appreciated for it.
Because you have a foot fetish.
I can appreciate feet. I never said
Wait,
fat.
do you have a foot fetish? No.
I like feet.
If a girl has ugly feet, I'll be like, those are ugly ass toes.
Okay.
But if she
I
has
think
ugly feet,
anyone
I'll
can
be
say
like, those
that,
are pretty.
though.
I
Yeah,
don't mind
but
a man.
anyone
With,
can
I
say
don't
that.
mind a man with ugly feet. I don't
Yeah, see,
mind
it's, so
at all. I'm like,
Yeah, I think you said one time like it means they're working. No, like if
I'm
that
like,
ugly
he got
feet-
some purple toes.
Yeah.
He got something going on. He's working. He's out there putting. I like
Yeah.
men with blue collar jobs.
I'll be
I'm like,
fucking with socks on.
Yeah, you gotta bring the dogs
If I
out.
ever
Dog.
do.
You gotta bring the dogs out. But it's because like I
You go full naked?
the sock. No, I keep the socks on. It
Oh,
gets
that's what I'm
cold.
saying. I'm full naked still with socks.
You
God
gonna start
bless the AC.
slipping?
God bless the AC. But I was saying because out here in like US, we always wearing socks and shoes, so our feet have
Socks
gotten
and
very
sandals.
like soft. Where otherwise, like other countries, they're dead ass walking on rocks like nothing, or like in the forest like nothing. But us, if we like step on a pebble, we're like, oh fuck, that shit
like
hurts.
literally, right?
Yeah.
Like you go outside and you one little pebble on the concrete, and it's like, oh,
Yeah, exactly. So I'm trying to train
Where
my
my
feet
we've also
to be a
made
little
it
bit
more.
What do
more.
you mean? So you go get your mail like shoeless?
walk on glass.
And walk on glass, imagine.
Have
Not
you
walk
seen
on
when-
Legos. People do that for real?
Yeah.
The hot when it's like on
The
fire and
hot
stuff
glass,
like
and
that.
just like
Mhm.
it's like something spiritual, right? I don't know. Maybe it's
I'm not
Yeah,
down.
about that.
Well, because we
I
also
don't know, but I'm not down.
we've also made it a norm to like wear socks and sandals, like sports sandals and socks. Like
Oh,
in
yeah.
Europe, it's a little bit not. It's like more just wear your sandals without socks.
Don't be
Yeah.
a fucking weirdo.
Yeah. Huh?
Don't be a fucking weirdo. They'll call you a weirdo over there if you wear sandals.
Yo, hell yeah! If you walk out in public with socks and sandals, they're like, "What's the fucking
Yeah.
point?"
Yeah.
I see a lot of people doing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, I've gone accustomed.
Maybe
to
they
it,
just have really ugly feet.
Yeah, and
they're
they're
I don't need.
self-conscious
I don't
and-
need the public seeing that.
I don't need people
I
like-
think it's just
I
a
don't
vibe
need my-
that
I don't need my
US
dogs
has.
out there,
It's, like,
bro.
lazy.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm just gonna go on my style.
Yeah.
Everywhere I go, my Crocs. Are you guys Crocs people?
No.
Yo, I bought Crocs.
You, bro, I hate Crocs. If you like Crocs,
I did not. I
Disgusting.
bought Crocs. I was like, oh, Crocs. Let's see the hype. They literally ruined my vacation at PV. I was like, my feet hurt so bad.
Like your toes, right? Como-
No, like it was like the bot, like literally the middle of like.
So it wasn't
my foot.
comfortable.
They weren't comfortable at all.
That's the reason why people buy them.
They're not comfortable at all.
Nurses and all them doctors wear them because they're comfortable. They wear
Yeah, I
them all
don't-
day.
Maybe I got.
maybe you had to
weird
wear
feet.
socks with them.
I was yeah, maybe.
Maybe
But what's
socks
the
are the
point?
problem.
Because before the hype came out, literally the only people I ever
socks and
saw,
Crocs.
Socks and Crocs.
the only people I ever saw wearing Crocs were literally nurses and doctors before the hype even happened. Crocs were just
You're
meant for. It was
right.
meant for
They're like
nurses and
medical
doctors.
shoes.
Medical
Yeah, they
shoes.
were because they were comfy and then they weren't like they're slip-ons, but they also had the back, you know. So
Sport mode.
yeah, sport mode. So
Sport
you,
mode.
yeah.
It's like, oh, we got a code blue sport mode. Save
Now
a
people
life
don't
real
even wear them
quick.
for the comfort. They literally wear them because their hype was like they're fucking ugly.
They're
bro.
ugly.
They're ugly.
They're ugly,
Just
not
wear them
gonna
for
lie.
comfort. Don't wear them because
Yeah.
they're fucking stylistic.
But
Stylistic.
you mentioned how Europe's different, and it's I've came to the realization that United States is like the lowest tier of like advanced technology. Like people do everything so much better in other countries than they do
Yeah.
here.
Wait, that's so crazy. You say that. Continue. And then I'll
Because
say what I'm
there's
saying.
just from one thing, just I noticed in Mexico, like the public restrooms over there, to flush the toilet, it's at the bottom with your foot.
Mm,
I was like, yo, why don't
Smart.
they do it over here? Like over
Yeah.
here, we're touching the thing. My
Mhm.
fucking so I
that's
was like,
smart.
yeah,
It
why don't
is.
they do it over here? You know?
Japan has so much technology that we can literally learn from, but we don't have for some fucking reason.
For whatever reason, I feel like in America, we feel like which we are so great in so many ways. Like there's so many things that we do here that I
Yeah.
love and I appreciate so much. But there is so much that we can learn from other countries. And I
For
do feel like
sure.
sometimes in America, we feel like everybody else is doing it wrong or everybody else is
Yeah.
not as caught
Yeah.
up or advanced. But I'm like, have you traveled? Because
Yeah.
other countries do it right sometimes.
I brought that up in episodes because America, like us in America, we think that the world revolves around us. Like everyone's just looking at us and like, oh, like we fucking start everything, which
Yeah,
is not
yeah.
true. And I remember there was even a comment in one of our videos saying like, what the fuck you mean? Everyone literally copies us, this and that. Like, look at our movie stars. And like, that's one subject.
Something.
Yeah.
Like, if we're talking about sports and other shit, dude. No one like even I always see videos of people when they like look at like when it's American video, and it's always people from like other countries. Like Americans really think they're the shit.
Yeah.
Americans really think the world revolves around them.
Yeah.
It's like no one really cares about us unless they care about a certain subject that we rule in. You know, like and then this is actually disgusting too because I remember seeing a video of Rafael Nadal, the tennis player.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I remember like it was during a match and like he fucking hit it and then he hit it wrong and it hit one of the ball girls that was like, that stands right next to like the ref on the tower.
Yeah.
And hit it right and that hurts because it's like 100 miles per hour ball, right?
Ooh.
And he went over there and he like tried to make sure she was okay and like he gave her a kiss on the cheek and making sure she was good. And every time, everyone applauded and everything because, checking up on her, right? And then it was only people from America that were saying like, oh, disgusting, what a pedophile, this and that. Like sexualizing that shit.
Yeah.
And then like everything that was like, for anyone that was like from Europe or anywhere else was like, why do Americans sexualize everything?
Yeah.
Like why are you guys making it about like
why do you make it about that? Half the time it's not even about
it's like,
that.
it was just a wholesome moment.
He's like, I'm so sorry. I hit you with a hard ass ball.
I'm sorry, I hit you with my 100 mile per hour ball.
Like I don't think he meant to do that.
Yeah.
I think also like what makes me sad is when I see videos of maybe Americans going to other countries and the entitlement of like acting rude or acting like we kind of have to cater to them. Like I remember I've traveled once to China because it was like a layover on my way to Thailand. And I knew I was like, this isn't my country. They don't have to cater to me, my language, who I am.
Yeah.
I have to figure it out. And I think I wish sometimes we practiced a little bit more of that respect when we do travel around the country because you are representing like America.
Yeah.
Like, hey, be kind. Know that you're not in your country. It's not your culture. It's not your rules. It's not your laws.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's maybe the reason why. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but now to travel to Europe, Americans will need a visa, like starting 2023.
Oh wow.
Isn't that crazy?
They're USing the fuck out of y'all.
Yeah, they're USing us.
y'all.
Yeah. So I was like, oh shit, that's wild.
Y'all, you mean us?
Yeah.
We're
He's like, I'm not
Americans
in
too,
it.
bro.
Actually, not you guys. I'm Mexican.
Mexican nationalities.
Mexican nationalities.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah, you do a
We're
citizenship?
Mexican
I'm
Americans,
dual.
bro.
Hell yeah.
Mexican passports.
I'm dual.
Fuck
Actually,
yeah.
when you go to
Oh, you have
France-
citizenship?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have
That's sick. That's
citizenship.
sick.
That's the one you got to use when you go to like Europe.
When you go to France.
I remember
You
Daniel
have
was
bad
telling
experiences
us-
in France or what?
No, I don't. But I've heard that maybe French people don't like Americans as much. I don't know. That's a
That's what
stereotype.
I've
I
heard.
don't
It's
know
a
if that's
stigma.
true.
We
I've
don't
never been.
So,
everywhere.
like us,
Is
like
that-
I guess Americans don't like French, and the French don't like us.
I heard that too. And I had
okay.
a friend that just came back from there. She said they were really, really nice. So I think it's just like if you're a nice person, they'll
They'll be nice
to
too.
you.
Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. That's just what you hear.
Supposedly,
but
what
who
I heard,
knows?
if they know you're
She was a
American,
nice person.
if they know you're American, they're more rude to you. Supposedly.
Supposedly, yeah.
Supposedly.
I won't know until I go there.
Yeah, it's like,
but
I
I
can't
did
go.
have a friend that went, and then she did say that. Yeah, I told people I was American, and it wasn't as reciprocal. But then she started saying she was Mexican, and it was like, oh, it was like happier vibes. But I don't know.
You're like,
It's
we beat
just
your ass in that
her
battle, bitch.
experience.
But you said you went to Thailand. That's cool. That's you went to China then Thailand. How was like what was
China
that?
layover for 14 hours, and then Thailand. But right under Thailand is like a little country called Laos.
Yeah.
You know Laos?
Yeah, wait, you know about Laos?
I know about Laos.
You guys know about Laos?
I only, know,
It's
I only know about Laos because in EDC 2 years ago we found a flag and we didn't know where it was from, and we started carrying it and we started like just respecting it and like messing with it, right? Just holding it up. Some girl comes up to like, "You from Laos?" And it's just like 10 or 12 of us, and like we don't look like we're from Laos. We're like, no. We're like, we found the flag. We're like, you want it? She's like, no, keep it. Like carry it. She's like, we don't want to carry it.
She was from Laos?
She was from Laos, and so was her little group.
It
So
was,
cool.
I mean, it's the most beautiful country. Like seriously, you're just biking around. You don't even know anybody. Like low crime rates. You see like a lot of, I don't know, like monks dressed in like the orange and
Oh,
little
shit.
kids walking around. Just, oh my gosh.
Barefoot.
Beautiful people, beautiful, peaceful.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is amazing. Like, and and again, I'm not trying to compare countries, but I'm like, this is a country that has it right. Like, just their morals and their values. Like, you don't see crime out there as
Yeah.
much.
just vibe
Yeah.
out.
Just vibe out.
I had a teacher
Yeah,
that
dude.
she worked in China, and she said that the schools didn't have gum on the floor. And she asked one of the kids, "Why is there no gum on the floor?" And she's like, "Why would we do that? It's our school."
Yeah, Americans are. I don't know.
I was like, I mean, that makes sense.
Oh.
Sometimes we're not
Oh, that just made me
appreciative.
so sad, like
Yeah.
sad and happy, like sad that like we're very quick to, and I'm guilty of this. I've thrown my gum.
Thrown
out.
my
You put
gum.
gum on your desk before?
I do it on purpose.
Yeah.
Probably like in elementary school, maybe
yeah.
not when I was an adult.
I
Wait,
know,
have you
yeah,
done
I
it?
was like,
Have you done it? Have you done it?
Check the studio where you sit.
This man.
Wait, have you guys done it at a restaurant?
Like
No.
Don't lie.
No, there's always napkins. You just put it away, throw it away. Like
I feel like someone's gonna hear us think that like we're being too anti-American, which we're not trying to be.
I
It's
am.
like, 'cause,
No, not
like,
at all.
No,
But I think we can
yeah.
talk about the things that
No, yeah,
like
yeah.
we wish
'Cause, like-
to improve.
like-
Every country has something you
yeah,
can improve
because like
on.
you said,
know?
there's a lot of great things about that we can do
Oh,
here. That we have
yeah.
a lot of freedom and everything, but we also need to learn. We also need to know like our the stuff that we need to prove on,
Improve
and we need to
on.
humble ourselves sometimes because it's like, yeah, we're not the greatest
Not
in
the greatest.
everything. All right, guys.
Yeah,
like,
I agree with that.
we
I
need to
agree with
learn-
holding ourselves accountable and having those conversations.
We got the best weapons, the best
Huh?
bombs. Shout out
Great.
Oppenheimer.
Oh my god.
Yeah, run it back. You know? But you just came back from the Midwest, no?
Montana.
The Montana.
How was
Holy shit!
I love Montana.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
Horse riding or what?
No, I didn't go horse riding, but it's just like small town USA. It is a trip.
Yeah.
It's like when you're from a city and like a Los Angeles or Chicago, New York, and you don't really go to small town USA as much. When you go, it's like this is what you see kind of in movies. It's almost like trippy, but the people are nice.
Yeah.
I had a ball. I loved it. I'll go back.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Do you live out there?
I bet the
I
I bet the morals over there are very strict.
The morals?
what?
Their morals.
Their morals?
Like, you ain't gonna be seeing a lot of type of different flags. I'll say that.
You see what?
You won't be seeing
types
a lot of different types of flags out there. I'll say that.
Flag?
Only flag you're seeing is America.
It's red, white, and blue.
Red, white, and blue.
I don't even know. I don't think I was there long enough to really get a. But yeah, I think regionally there's different people swing differently in different parts of the country. No, like regardless, I think in more urban.
Because like you
areas.
said, it's small town America. It's not like when it's a big city. There's different, people with different opinions, different, morals,
100%.
different whatever. They believe in a lot of things. When it comes down to like states like that and small towns, it's more like everyone agrees on the same thing. Like
I think, yeah, that's probably true. Like, I think there's an overall vibe out there, but I will say everybody was so sweet and nice. Because I will say, like, in where I was particularly from, it was like just demographically. Like you go to Miami, you see a lot of like, Cuban, Venezuela.
Yeah.
I love that Caribbean feel.
Yeah.
LA, there's a lot of Mexican, Salvadorian, Central America. So in Montana, there was a lot of Caucasian and natives, and it was so beautiful. Like I loved it was different. Anytime I walked into a room, you'd just be such a vibe in every restaurant. It's just a different vibe, And I was loving every minute of it. It's so nice to just get out of your bubble, explore, talk to people that are just so. They could give two shits about social media. They're just, they're just enjoying, being with their friends and family, having barbecues. It was so cool. Like,
Did
I
you
actually
ever
loved
bring
it.
up once? He's like, what do you do for a living out there in LA?
They don't talk like that.
I'm an influencer.
They did not talk like that.
The wrong state.
Oh, they talk
That's like the South. That's
the
in Montana.
South,
they
yeah.
talk just like the.
Like, oh my
the
god,
word-
what are you doing? Like,
No,
It's just normal accents, I think.
just normal.
But we
just
think
normal.
it's normal,
no type of accent.
But just nice, just so
Yeah.
nice, so like ready
Did
to be
they call
your
you
friend.
hun and baby the whole time?
No.
They're like,
It's that small town
Yeah,
hospitality.
How can we help you out?
No, but I take it like they were very nice. Like
Yeah.
a couple people were like, "You're beautiful, like you're really pretty, like you're
Yeah.
beautiful." I was like, "Oh my god, I
You're
love that."
See, that's why I want to go to the
Welcome to town,
Midwest.
little lady. How can we help
It's
you
that
out?
it's that small town hospitality.
So true.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
a
it's that
beautiful
different
thing.
vibe.
I want to go to. I was like had a theory with my friend the other day. We're like, bro, do you think if we go to like where there's really no Latinos, you think we'll get like girls will like hit on us because like, oh shit, never really seen a Latino
Different?
man.
They want to touch your hair.
You think so?
Like, come here.
I was wondering.
Curly hair.
How was that? Do you feel like you got hit on more? Like you get hit on more like in like the Midwest and stuff like that? Would you say
Probably.
so? Yeah.
Probably. I don't know what it. Maybe it is that like but there's not a lot of Mexicans or Latinos where I went in
Yeah.
Montana. So I think maybe to them it was maybe a little bit different. I don't know what it was, but yeah, I think so.
That's cool.
I mean, look, in LA, you have
I'm
a
about to
lot
go
of
there.
girls moving here from like around the country.
Yeah.
Wait, what
I
you
said I'm
said?
about to go over there.
He needs a little what he needs a
It's that, I
validation.
forgot who
Latinos?
who's the one that said that joke, but it's like, man, I did this show and I forgot what state he said it, but let's just say it was Montana. And he's like, and I saw Mexicans there and I was like, shit, if you fucking got this far, you deserve to stay here.
Man.
You deserve to stay
There was Mexicans, but there wasn't obviously as much as like LA. If you walk downtown, there's a lot of Latinos.
You saw them like
know?
in the kitchens of the restaurants. Huh?
Oh my gosh!
But,
see, I can see why his ass gets canceled. What?
He hates women and Mexicans.
And Mexicans. That's crazy. Dog.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So right now, one of the biggest news it's one of the biggest news in the world, but hasn't even been like really appreciated as big news.
What,
Is the whole
what news?
alien thing.
Oh,
But
the
my
alien.
thing,
Everyone's like, who cares?
right? But then my thing, the lady asked the guy, he's like, do we have like a UFO? Like, and then he's like, yeah. And then she's like, do we have the pilot? And he's like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah. They said that
Yeah,
we
you
have
see that
they
meme?
have the pilot of that UFO.
Wait, they captured him?
They didn't say exactly what crash or like they said that there's like been like a type of like so like they've had like the spaceship itself
Uh-huh.
and like the pilot of that
They have-
spaceship
yeah.
that's non-human.
Yeah, they asked it like, is it human? And he said it's something biologically
Biologically non-human.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, and where's this non-human chilling at? Like, where
I
do they
don't
have
know.
him?
It's probably dead because it was a crash.
But then I was thinking,
What?
because
I don't
think about
believe this.
yeah, think about
1955, Roswell, New Mexico.
Uh-huh.
Remember that whole thing that happened?
So all these things are just happening
I
in
don't
the
remember
U.S.
that.
See,
Serious?
What? Like-
it was huge. It was huge.
But you get me? You're right.
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
right. You're
yeah,
right.
yeah.
I'm
Like,
sorry.
think about it. Why is this only happening in?
That's what
the
I
US?
said in the last episode.
Yeah.
I was like, that's impossible.
Of all the places, like it didn't happen somewhere in the middle of wherever,
Yeah.
random country,
'Cause they have the
random
best
continent.
cameras to make fake shit.
See, okay, which gets into the other conspiracy.
The
and
blue
again,
dot?
what do I know? I'm just a civilian.
Cancel her.
Yeah, don't come
two.
for me. I'm just literally relying what I just be seeing on the internet.
Yeah.
But there's like that conspiracy that people are talking about called Operation Bluebeam. You've heard of it?
Yeah.
You've heard of it?
Yeah.
You've heard of it? So for the people that don't know, you explain it because I know you probably know better.
So I try my best. I just
be
just
confused the
vibes.
fuck
My
out of
source
this.
is just vibes and things I see on TikTok. It's basically from what I know is they're creating fake like UFOs and fake aliens to kind of round up all the people and be like, yo, you got to be
Like a New
afraid.
World Order type
Like
of thing.
to create a new world order, like, yo, we'll protect you. We'll like it'll be us versus them type thing. And then I heard that later on their plan is to like cut technology because that might be how aliens communicate, like just get power or some shit. I don't know why they need to cut technology and energy. And that way that will stop us from communicating with each other and it's easier to round us up.
And
That's
then the other thing being
The
our
religion.
money. You think about like if we have digital money and centralized banking, you have like one person controlling all of our currency and it's digital. It's something that they could just turn off
Yeah.
at any given point.
Literally.
So let's say you're not complying or you're not speaking the way they want you to speak or believing the things that they want you to believe. Well, then they'll cut off your money and resources as opposed to cash where you could do whatever you want. But if you have it all like on your phone or in a chip or whatever that they're trying to do, that's where things get
What do you,
weird.
what do you
And-
move like countries?
Yeah.
What do you guys move countries?
well,
Go to Mexico.
I feel like it'll be too late. Like if there's like something like that happening,
They'll
they're
close
closing
the
borders.
border.
But you have to be like a refugee. You have to go like
It's on some World War Z shit when
it's
they're
like
like
it's
jumping
like
back
no,
to
it's like
Mexico.
it's like going back.
Yeah.
But like, you got to be
But-
like an
Your
immigrant.
obstacle's trying to get to
Yeah.
Mexico.
Yeah.
But closing the bank accounts is crazy and real, and it's happened before. I think that
They
happened
have
with Kanye West, no?
They have it happened at one big bank. I think it was like ATX or something like that. Some big.
But I know
big
Kanye
bank.
West, they froze all his funds.
Yeah, they do
Oh,
that.
yeah.
They do that if you're under investigation
He
for
was
like
under-
laundering or like just
But
anything,
but you
anything
can't
illegal.
do that.
Yeah, that
though.
shit's crazy because
But
it's
you
not your
can't-
money then.
It's not their money to freeze. Like
Yeah.
there was another instance where there was a guy that got accused of being racist and his smart house locked him out. This is what I just saw on the internet. His smart house locked him out
What?
for like, but then it ended up being that it wasn't true. He didn't say anything. There was like a whole misunderstanding.
Oh,
but
okay,
like,
okay.
what happens when that starts happening? Like, are we gonna get locked out of our
What
house?
happens when your
Like,
PIN code won't work?
you know what I mean? It's such a slippery slope to go down because,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, don't be racist, don't do any of those things. But what happens when it's something, something that maybe the government just wants you to comply with?
Yeah, exactly.
And
It's against your morals.
Especially Tesla, yo. Those cars are going to turn on against each other.
I saw.
'Cause-
you think so?
Yeah, 'cause
it's like a fucking bumper car.
I saw
I'm pretty
ABC
sure-
7. I saw ABC 7 posted something that some 73-year-old man got stuck in the car in his
Yeah.
Tesla car because it ran out of a battery and then he couldn't open the doors or the compartment or nothing.
Yeah, that shit's so dangerous.
Yeah,
And
and
I-
73.
They have to have a kill switch. Everything
Yeah.
technology, everything that has to do with technology has to have a kill switch, especially if it's an auto drive car.
Yeah,
Definitely there's a
Say
kill
in case
switch.
of a malfunction or something.
Yeah,
Oh
for
my
sure.
gosh.
So I think
would
that's so
never
easy
get
to
one.
boop.
Yeah, I feel like your door shouldn't be off the battery. It should just be like its own little system.
Yeah.
Yeah,
anything,
just like a normal
Like a
car
normal
door.
door. Yeah, like a
Just,
normal
like,
door.
just
Like-
lock, unlock.
And also that whole
What's
alien
up
thing.
with like old school stuff is cool with me. Like why
Why did
you
that happen?
advance too
Yeah.
much, then it just starts getting a little
Yeah.
weird.
Don't make your
Exactly.
whole house smart. Just it's cool to have those little gadgets here and
I like
there,
a
but
dumb
don't make your
house.
entire house.
I like
smart.
a dumb house.
Yeah.
I like it old
I like the
fashioned.
switches.
I will
I
gladly
wanna
turn
touch
it
it.
off. I don't need to be doing like the most.
I like the sound of when you click switches. You know, I like that. Like that's why I don't like Teslas because it's touchscreen and then you got your fingerprints. I like pressing AC. You know, I like those. little
Yeah,
things.
me too. Like, yeah, my car's
Yeah.
gotta
I
chill.
like my
Oh,
dumb
like
car.
buttons.
Yeah,
Shit.
AI is getting weird though. Have you seen those like press conferences where it's like AI robots all sitting down like a panel? Like have you ever been to like an influencer panel?
Oh, shit.
And it's just a bunch of reporters and they're
Yeah.
asking the AI robots like, "So, will you guys ever, turn against humans or take our jobs?" And they're just like, "No. We have no reason to whatever." And they're like little robot voice.
yeah,
it is
yeah.
so eerie. I'm like,
Yeah.
why
Like
why is this
communication? Why is there communication?
why are we
Have
like
you-
Why do they have that
Have
thought?
you, have you
They
seen
have
that one where they interviewed one of the robots? I forgot from one company, but then like the robot was basically
Boston Mechanics probably. That's just crazy.
It was beginning to like create emotions for itself.
Yeah, and they had to kill it.
They had to shut it down.
But then what happens when AI is so advanced and so smart that it can
You
just
can't.
rebuild itself?
Yeah.
It's self-teaching.
Yeah. Have you seen have you guys seen the movie Megan?
Like iRobot.
Oh, like Megan. Oh,
The
that movie
doll?
Megan?
The doll.
So in that movie, they like those like an advanced company. They built a perfect toy, and toys sell like crazy. Like toys, like a huge industry in this economy. So they built that toy, and it was made to be that girl's best friend and to keep her protected.
Yeah.
And then so it was just a normal toy. And then when the girl was getting yelled at by her mom, like it started censoring that as a threat to the girl. So then that doll started like revolting against the mom. So it turned to a place where like the doll was literally trying to kill that mom.
The mom.
And or anyone that would threat.
Yeah,
the
anyone
girl.
would threaten. Yeah, because robots they don't really have like that conscience or that moral. So if they're programmed to protect,
That's it.
they're gonna
That's so
whatever they're
scary.
programmed to, they're gonna do it.
And that's what Elon said, actually, because he was like, our biggest threat to society is depopulation and then AI. Think about it. When we're in war with someone and we already have planes, fighter jets, yeah, we have to do it. But what happens when a plane or fighter jet is so smart, it has the capabilities of like a robot AI and it's self-thinking and it's charged with ammo, bombs, and it could just go and do what it, I mean, it's like Transformers type thing.
It's like almost there. It's
dead.
crazy.
It's like, what are you supposed to do? And it can like see through walls and it has like all these capabilities.
Hacks your
It's, like,
phone and knows where you're at.
knows where you're at. Yeah. And then now obviously with the trying to implement the chip thing, which some people are so for it.
Oh yeah.
That's just crazy.
Would you guys do that?
The chip thing? No.
See, it's crazy because
It's weird.
I've heard about it, and it's like, oh, like it'll help you, like if you have any disability, it can it can fix a disability. If you're paralyzed, it can like help you out. So I've heard of many good benefits, but again, the opposite side, you're not really a human anymore. Like you're losing that touch with like reality.
Half a cyborg now.
Yeah, you're like turning into a cyborg, and then there's gonna be updates, and then
What if the update lags?
and then
it's
what
like
if you got to
lagging?
reboot and shit? You're just like dead for a
Oh,
second.
Sorry, I can't go
yeah.
out, bro. I have to charge.
And then also, and then also
Imagine.
like right now, like if let's say you have your phone, people can check your location, but if you don't want to know where you're at, you just start your phone. What happened? You can't, no matter what, you're being tracked, and you never know like what they're really programming in there. Like that's what scares me. And also, what's gonna happen to schools? Like if you have like your Google and you can start just thinking about things, are kids gonna have to go to schools anymore, like
Exactly.
school anymore,
Yeah.
and like
And I
learn the hard way?
I was gonna say like schools. I think with people, because schools are super important. Even though we have all the information, let's say, you still need to go to practice social interaction.
Yeah,
Because that's where
communication
like
skills.
yeah, because you see like homeschool kids they're kind of more awkward because they're
You
just
think
not.
so?
Yeah, were you
Yeah.
homeschooled?
No.
I was gonna say, I was like, tread lightly.
No.
If I was like, you gave me homeschool. energy
Damn,
right now.
I looked at you. I'm like, you think so?
Yeah, I was
no,
like,
I'm not homeschooled. But
that is
I'm
total
thinking
facts.
about homeschooling like my future kids.
No, that's facts because I remember the pandemic happened, right? So a lot of kids spent a year and a half at home not talking. So a lot of those kindergartners or first graders that went into the new school year that were like second grade or third grade, all those kids missed out on like actually interacting with kids for a bit. So when they came back, because I work at schools, kids are way more crazy and hyper and don't know how to talk to each other and don't know how to fucking play with each other and like more problems, bro.
Do you feel like a lot of it's because of social media influence though? And like they're scrolling on TikTok and they're seeing like sometimes kind of degenerate behavior,
Yeah.
like being posted by people way older.
Oh no, but also it didn't help them that they were just on the screen because they were at they were supposed to go off kindergarten, then they weren't, then they didn't interact with any kids, and they probably had never interacted with any other kids.
That's true because there's no recess. Nothing.
Yeah, nothing. So until they got to second grade where there was full school again, they did not know how to act, and it was just like always like just problems between the kids because there was no interaction with kids until that school year.
I don't know why. I feel like I would still want to homeschool my kids and I would just do my best to socialize them, put them in sports, things of that nature. But I don't know, at least for me, it's really important to teach my kids my values and like, you know, everything that I want to instill in my kids. And also it's like a lot of the times we all know this, we all went to school. What are they teaching us? Like for 8 hours a day, you're kind of sitting there and I don't remember half the stuff I learned. I want to teach my kids like saving money, like actual life.
Like things that you need.
Things that you need. You know, for me, at least my faith's really important. Like things about God and family and all that type of stuff. So that's why, and you get to actually spend time with your kid. There's been studies that come out about how much time you actually spend with your kid is going to impact how they grow up, like how healthy they grow up. Like if you really spend time with your kid, not just picking them up from school and things like that, like it really actually changes a kid's life. You go from just a couple hours a day of really being with your kid to just really being with your kid and really like I don't know, teaching them about life.
Yeah,
for real. So I don't know.
You're
We'll
right
see.
though about school because like shout out to teachers because they try their hardest and they have to deal with
Yeah.
kids. They have to deal with kids,
Love
and that's
teachers.
also a hard
school.
thing. Also, if you have a kid and you think he's an angel or a princess,
He's not.
They're not at school.
How do
not.
you do it? How are you? Because right now, aren't kids? I've heard also right now, kids are acting out more than ever before.
Yeah, so I think because
Not come around.
No, because I guess because I'm like the fun coach, they like
I could see that.
they respect it, so like they don't really mess around too much, but I still see it, and they have tried to push my buttons before. So yeah, they do mess around a lot more. As I'm saying, COVID kind of affected that honestly with the whole interaction thing,
Mhm.
but the whole thing with school, the school system is just broken because it's not meant to create free thought and leaders and CEOs. It's just meant to create working bees,
Sheep.
followers.
Sit
Just
down,
cheap.
Sit
obey.
Obey, do your work, go
Yeah.
home.
And then
do
a
it again.
kid, and I was watching another video, you know, Peterson,
Peterson.
what's his name? The guy, the philosopher. Anyway, he was saying that like little
Andrew?
boys.
Peterson.
Yeah. Jordan Peterson.
Peterson.
He was saying like little boys are active. Like they're not meant to just be sitting in a
Yeah,
chair all
yeah,
day. Like let
yeah.
them go out, explore,
Let them get
play.
hurt.
Imagination, let
Get
them get
bullied.
hurt.
Mhm.
They don't have ADD. They're just, or ADHD or all these things that,
Yeah.
you know, people want to automatically assume they have a mental disorder. It's like, no, actually
Yeah.
they're just being little boys. Like they're hyperactive.
Mhm.
And then all those questions we
I
have
think
about
so,
like
too.
why
Yeah.
school doesn't teach us like certain things is because they don't want us to learn that stuff. The government, like basically what I'm maybe conspiracy, but I think is fucking facts. The government does not want us to learn about money, how to save it, how to use it, and like how to like actually take out a loan, like and all this stuff that we actually need in life. All the stuff that's important in our lives that deals with money or anything like that.
Yeah.
They don't want us to be smart in that shit. They want us to be dumb as fuck. They
Yeah.
want us to be in debt. They want us to owe them. That's what they want. That's
And
what
then
they
they
don't
give
teach
the
us in school.
illusion of freedom of choice, but really
Yeah.
freedom of choice is just what you're kind of shopping for.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's like really the only kind of real choice that we have, other than like, I mean, yeah, there's other things, but we have freedom of choice is like, okay, what brand are you gonna go with? What like
Yeah.
type of style are you like
Mhm.
what car are you gonna buy? You know, that's kind of like
Purchasing.
yeah.
Yeah, they don't want us to be
It's
smart in those
crazy.
kind of subjects like tax, like anything of that has to do with taxes,
Yeah.
money, all that type of stuff. They don't want us to be smart in that stuff. They want us to be
Oof.
dumbasses.
Do you think? I always think about like because I don't think it's the government really. Sometimes I think it's just private companies because I don't think government really. Because I don't think government really. I don't know.
They're the ones that
I feel like it's
like
always a
law-
they're the
private
ones that
company.
fund
There's some,
schools.
like,
They're the ones that
third
fund the states fund the schools, but the state's also part of the government.
No, but
But then
the
who
people.
funds that?
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
even bigger companies.
Yeah, like the people
Pearson,
who make the
the
books,
book- the
like
books,
Pearson.
the
Yeah,
people from the books?
they're the ones in charge of what goes in the books, and then they just sell them to
Coca-Cola?
the Coca-Cola charges books or what?
No, Coca-Cola's like in charge of everything.
But
Yeah,
then also
probably.
remember, the government's always lying about how much money they actually have. They're always hiding shit. They're always hiding money. That
Money's not
they
even
actually have.
real.
Would you guys,
Money's fake.
if somebody could give you guys the option to know everything like about the world and you have to carry that burden, I mean like all
Like
the
an almanac
secrets.
And you can't say
Everything?
one word.
No, you just have to carry that, but you have to live with that. That's a lot to live with. Would
Like
you guys
all-
want to know, or you guys would just prefer to be like ignorance
Like
is
all the
bliss?
secrets.
I feel like you'll go crazy because like
Yeah.
you'll stop believing things.
You
You're like,
can't-
why are we doing this?
You're
Like,
just
we
like
should-
fuck.
you
poor
can't
person.
tell anyone.
yeah, you can't.
Yeah, you just have to live with it.
No, I can't. I would
It's almost
shoot
like The
myself.
Giver, you know, like the you know The Giver. You
Yeah,
have
that's
to
a good
live with
movie.
it.
Yeah.
Good,
That's a good movie.
Yeah, I don't know. Would you?
It's like, like the book.
Oh, you're talking about the book.
No, it's the same thing. It's,
I've
it's
seen
the
both.
same
I've
thing.
seen
about
both.
the book.
I've seen
The,
both.
the Giver's on my Netflix list. That shit's right there.
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
should watch it. It's
Do it. It's a
interesting.
good one. Yeah.
Is it similar to the book?
It's pretty similar. I read the book I was a kid
long
when I read
time
the
ago.
book, but it is crazy that you're living in this bubble and
Yeah.
people are telling you what to think
Yeah.
and what things are.
Yeah.
But really, there's a whole world of stuff we don't really know
I
what's
think
going
I think that's why
on.
Have you
people
heard
need
of
to
that movie?
travel and go out.
I've seen the
and
book.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
to, like,
That's how I
figure
felt
things out.
with when I left private school. I literally felt like I left a whole bubble because when I was in private school, everything was like, and it was like Christian, so it was just like anything else that religion is just hell. I remember
Yeah.
they literally told me they're like, I remember my classmates were like, because I told them I'm Catholic. I'm like, oh, you're going to hell because you're Catholic, and I got scared. I was like,
Oh,
what the
I've had
fuck?
people tell me that.
So
too.
I was just very in a bubble. And when I came out to middle school, I was like, yo, what? And I started cussing so much because I was just like, yo, I'd never heard these words before. And they make
You're
me feel
like a
cool.
kid in South Park car. Like,
Yeah, it was wild, just like being open to a whole new world. So I think that is true because like with the schools, they really just control you. And then when I came out, I kind of felt like not angry, I guess a little angry. I was like, yo, why did I get put like I was kind of hella resentment towards my mom. I'm like, why'd you make me do this? I feel like a nerd. I feel like I don't know anything
missed
what these
out?
kids are talking about.
Mm.
But then also there's things cool with private schools where you do get a little bit more like funding to cool things. And I want to say, I think what kind of sparked my creativity was computer class when I was in private school, because we used to do PowerPoints and we used to show them on the screen.
I remember that.
Oh, you had that? Oh,
I
shit.
remember we do PowerPoint presentations.
Yeah.
And they had like the little layouts you could choose from.
Yeah,
And,
exactly.
like, either the words go in like that, or they just
You
zoom
add the
in,
animation.
or they appear.
Yeah, so I would always try to make mine funny. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I like making people laugh. And I think that was a cool part. But then I feel bad because public schools don't get to enjoy that type of funding. And then it's always like it's very it's all community
My elementary
based.
school had a bunch of field trips all through my elementary.
I loved field trips.
But then also,
man.
where'd you grow up? You grew up in
Chino.
Chino Hills.
Yeah.
So that's a thing. Yeah.
Well, that covers it.
Yeah, there you go.
But it was public. I
know, but
think
doesn't
honestly,
matter.
Like you're saying,
Yeah.
my perspective, my like literally of public school is so different than a lot of people's. Because like we went to high school together, and that shit was way different. Like the way that even the teachers like taught and stuff like that, it was a little bit different. Like it opened up your like your perspective way different. It wasn't just off the book.
Like when
off
I
the
went
rip.
to middle school in Fontana, like 3 teachers I had hated working and they hated all the kids.
Yeah.
And we're like, yo, why do we have these teachers here?
They hated you? Like you,
They hated
They
working.
just hated working there. They're
Hated
just
being a
always so
teacher.
grumpy.
I
and
don't think you
mad.
hate being a teacher. Like you wanted to go to school. for
Yeah.
that.
But I mean, it's probably like they just get broken by these kids. You know, these kids are crazy.
No kids could break me down.
Yeah,
So,
I think middle school years is probably
I could throw a chalkboard
I
at him
think
or something.
probably middle school is probably
Not the
the
chalk.
worst
Chalk?
to be a teacher in.
middle school?
Yeah, because elementary, because they're gonna be a little bit wild and it might be a little crazy, but they'll respect you because they're little kids and they respect adults at that age.
I was a
Why
fucking
the-
asshole
who
in
the
middle
fuck's
school,
calling
bro.
Yeah.
Why is better
Oh
calling
my
me?
gosh.
Better answer, bro. Put on speaker.
Who's calling you?
Hans, Art.
Yeah, he caught me too. It's because the show we're going tonight.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So people are like, yo, what's going on?
Um,
Let's go.
We'll do that
but
later.
and in high school, of course,
hello?
they can get a little rowdy, but they also know that high school is part of them going to college, so they have to like calm the fuck down and like not be so fucking disrespectful unless they
I
get kicked out
stopped
and shit.
caring when I started paying for taxes when I was 16.
Pay for
I was
taxes at
like,
16.
like
Oh, job?
taxes. Like when I got a job, I was like, pay for taxes.
But
fuck
in-
you. I'm gonna go to the restroom without getting my platter signed.
In middle school, especially 7th and 8th grade, they think they're the shit. Like they know everything.
Yeah.
Like the tweens and the early
yeah.
teens, they literally are like the fucking worst. Like they're always
Yeah.
gonna talk back to the teacher, fuck you, and this and that. I don't know. Like they're always gonna just
They're
talk back.
saying that. They've said that to some of your teachers.
Like I
Like
work
you?
at elementary school, so I don't know. But I remember me going to middle
you
school.
were saying fuck you to your teacher.
Nah, I wasn't-
They're crazy, especially
when they would make the teacher cry.
It's that
bro.
age. It's that age that like it's like super like against the rules
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Hormones are crazy.
Yeah.
Hormones are going crazy.
So I would not want to be a teacher. In
If you
middle
guys
school.
can give your like middle school self advice, what would it be?
Oh.
Don't fuck up in high school, man.
Yeah.
That's yours. You guys,
Because
can-
I was
I have one.
lazy my freshman year. Lazy as fuck.
Oh.
Then I
so
picked it up
you-
after that. But freshman year,
You're
ooh, I
late.
had to go to summer school because of freshman year.
You failed.
Damn.
No, I didn't fail. I got a D in biology. So I had to go for both semesters of biology in summer school, and I got an A.
Wait, did you go to college?
No, I didn't. Well, I went. Sorry, my bad. I was like, no, but I'm like, I technically don't count it because I was for like only a couple months, and then
Then you were
You're
not.
like,
Yeah.
fuck,
I
that's
dropped
not
off.
for me.
No, because that's when I was pregnant with my first son.
Oh, okay.
You're pregnant.
Yeah.
You're
Well, I
pregnant.
mean, we were pregnant together,
We were
bro.
pregnant.
Okay, okay.
All right.
We're pregnant.
If she's pregnant,
We're
I gotta deal with the mood swings. All right.
Yeah.
I gotta go get the late midnight snacks for her. All right. I gotta
It's
go
a
get her.
good supportive.
Come
we
on,
love
man.
that.
King.
You feeling, baby? You need any medicine? I got you. You know?
I
King.
love that.
Come on, man.
Because you hear about like men that, okay, like even when a woman's like giving birth, she's like up all night, she's like cramping up, going crazy, and then her man's over there sleeping. I'm like,
Yeah.
the least thing you could do is at least stay up. Like
Yeah.
she's tired too, you know?
Yeah, my first son. It took him a while. It took him like 20 something hours to like be born. So
Did you fall
yeah,
asleep? Don't lie.
I ain't gonna lie. I fell asleep one time. I ain't gonna lie. I was up with her because I was trying to be up with her and I was staying up with her, and then like it was like early in the morning, like
Yeah.
fucking that
Yeah,
like,
I
midnight
get
times,
you.
and I was just like, and I was just sitting on the thing, and I was right next to her, and I was just like. Fell asleep for maybe like an hour. And I remember like she woke up with like a mean ass cramp. She fucking like slapped me, bro.
Yeah, just get
And I was
up.
like, what the fuck, dude?
Wait,
Like
did
I
you?
was like, woke up. What's your deal? like she's like having the meanest fucking
Yeah, she's over here like, I'm
contractions
trying
and
to
shit.
deliver your baby.
And I'm just like, what the fuck's your problem, dude?
Were you there? Were you there like during the whole thing? Like, did you? Are
For
you the
both of
type
them,
that
yeah.
you want to see it all? Or you
Yeah,
kinda,
I was like literally
You saw
like, I saw everything. I saw the fucking head and everything coming out.
Does it really come out like a cone?
Like no, you can see the hair first come out and it just like
No, but I mean the
crazy.
Is the
head.
head is the head like a cone shape?
it looked like just a ball coming out, like literally a fucking ball. Like think about a big ass ball coming out.
Like
the
a
softball.
My prima, she just had her baby and she showed me a video of it.
Mhm.
I've never seen anything like
It's
it.
crazy.
No. Like my baby, what's her name? I think Camila. I'm not remembering, but her head, like when she came out, it came out like that.
Oh shit, really?
And then she was like, yeah, it was like a couple minutes after, like it just got back to normal. I think they put,
Don't
maybe
they like
put something on it.
push it a little
But
bit?
I mean, when I say the head did not come out like this, I mean it.
Yeah, bro,
Okay.
babies
It was
are,
like
I
that.
probably didn't notice
And I
it.
think it's
I probably didn't
normal.
notice it
Yeah,
like
I
that.
think
I
it is.
was seeing it
Yeah.
from like literally the front, so I just saw the top of his head coming out.
And how did you feel? Like, was it traumatic for you?
The whole
seeing
time
it?
she was laying down, I was right next to her. And she was holding my hand. She was squeezing the fuck out of it because she was having contractions. And then the baby was coming down. The doctor said, "You want to really squeeze?" The doctor really said,
He's over here squeezing yours. He's like
the
reenacting
doctor
it.
really said, like, you want to take a quick look, and the baby was coming out. And I literally looked, and I just see the head. I was like, oh shit! And I was still holding her hand, like, what the fuck?
You didn't feel the
Was
squeeze
it
anymore?
so beautiful? I'm sure it was.
No, it was a crazy. Like, of course, the concept of when you see it, it's crazy when it's
Yeah.
happening. But then, like, when you actually start hearing them cry, you're just like, oh, so
That's wild.
beautiful.
I heard like their
Oh.
first poop is
Beautiful.
like black. Like when they poop for the
And
first
it
time,
has a
it's black.
specific smell. I remember
Yeah.
with my little brother.
That's wild. First poop.
Why are they calling? Now Rex is calling me.
Well, they
Just
just
answer
It's an
this.
emergency.
Okay, hold on. I'm phone.
Beep.
The fuck you want? I'm recording.
Huh?
What do you want?
So-
Fool? I'm recording.
What?
I'm recording right now.
Oh shit, I didn't know.
Yeah.
He's like,
That's
why are you
what-
mad?
That's why they don't like your kind.
Oh hell.
Nah, I'm just kidding, fool. What's going on? What happened? I need quickly. What's going on?
My girl just landed from the airport on Thursday. She's on the way here. I think we're gonna be there like 7:30.
That's fine.
I was gonna ask if you could just send me like tickets to the park and enter.
Yeah, so we'll send them to you.
Nah, straight up, you're gonna have to pay for parking, boy.
All right, cool. Next.
All right.
Same bueno,
We'll talk about it later. We'll talk about
Same
it.
bueno, bueno.
All right, so going back to we were talking about advice. What would be the advice you'd give your younger self? Because you said you had one, no?
7th in
Oh,
grade
just
school.
stand up for yourself. I was like bullied, so like I would just be like, stand up for yourself. Like, don't let them
Yeah.
be mean to you.
Do you think?
Do you think
Controversial
bullying made you the
question.
person that you are
Yeah.
now?
Controversial
Okay.
question. I was about to ask.
For
Controversial
sure.
question. Do you think some sort of bullying should come back?
Or will you bully your kids in homeschool?
Like you think it
I
built
get
you?
what you're
Like, You
saying.
think it built you? Like bullying
yeah, she
built
said
you?
yeah.
It did, yeah, it did build me. It was a different time though. The online bullying is a whole nother thing. Like
No.
you
It's
said,
'cause of
should we
computer,
bring
bro.
bullying back?
To
I
like
think,
certain extent.
I think we should bring accountability back for people's
Mm-hmm.
bad behavior, even though cancel culture is kind of that. In that same way, though, I think also cancel culture has gotten so crazy
Sensitive.
and so sensitive. You could literally get canceled for saying
Yeah.
anything, even if it's true. You could
Yeah.
get canceled nowadays. You could just say something that's like objectively, factually true,
Yeah.
and you'll get canceled for it. And I don't like that type of society either. I think
Nah.
we should kind of live in a society where we could talk about
Just-
things openly.
Yeah.
It's
But, yeah.
crazy because you can't have a different opinion against a certain agenda.
I think
That's
if those,
crazy.
I think if those people that
Mm.
get their feelings hurt were bullied,
They would be
we wouldn't
better.
have this issue.
Yeah. But honestly, also I don't think cancel.
You can't cancel people.
Nah, yeah, I don't think that doesn't
Look at
really
this.
exist.
Two canceled
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, look at this. We run.
I
We
didn't
run
get
up
canceled.
cancel people.
Well, did I get canceled? I just
No,
had
no.
like heated debates under the video that you guys had
Kept
posted.
going on.
When all I said in that clip was, and I will say it again because
Clip
I
that shit
stand
again.
by this.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
I
yeah.
stand by this.
That's
I
right.
love
Queen.
that.
Women-
I love that.
Women, yeah, I don't think like and. Look, I was like feeling some type of way at the time, but now that time has passed, I'm like, you know what? I stand by what I say. You can't silence people just for having a genuine opinion
Yeah.
about
Exactly.
something. I think that women, we can do whatever we want in this life, but it's so nice having men do things that maybe women don't want to do in this society, like take on a lot of the jobs that are so hard. Like I don't want to go out there and do it. I don't know
Yeah.
many women that do want to go out there and be like linemen or
Tow
risk their
truck
lives
driver?
doing
Or be
things
like
or
people crabs who get
yeah,
crabs
like
in the middle of the
yeah,
ocean.
like
That
all
is
these
cool.
all these jobs that men love doing or get a kick out of doing, or maybe
Yeah.
don't love doing, but you
Yeah.
guys do it
Just gotta do
anyway.
it.
And I think women bring so many beautiful things to the table as well, and we should hone in on that and like love that and not see it as a competition versus we're building a society. Let's work together, y'all.
Yeah.
And if people have an issue with that, cancel me. Like
Have you
I
seen
know
the
what?
Barbie
don't know what to
movie?
say.
I don't
You know
know
what?
Like-
Well, have you seen the
before-
Barbie movie? Oh, I'm sorry.
I haven't seen the
go
Barbie
ahead.
movie.
Before we get to the Barbies, my bad. Isn't it kind of sad how people shit on other people's opinion on like how they want their lifestyle?
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing wrong with both parents having like a both couple, like the couple both having their job, right? Because independent female, this and that, that's totally fine. That's your lifestyle. But why you have to shit on someone who likes that whole old school lifestyle?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what if someone does want that, just that housewife to stay home?
What is it called? Like a trad wife? That's what
trad
people are
wife?
saying.
Yeah, like what the,
like a
you're just
traditional
shitting
wife.
on just because they
Yeah,
like that lifestyle. Like, if he's able to provide for the whole household on his own,
Then go do
like,
it. I'd be a house.
good on you,
Yeah.
bro. Because in today's fucking economy, bro, you know how hard it is to like actually like be able to pay for one household
income?
with one income. That's very hard. That's why there's a reason why there's two incomes in one household because of that. But if you're able to do that and you just like that type of lifestyle,
And your man can
shit
do
on it?
that?
Why
Yeah.
call it masculine toxicity or like toxic masculinity or like just fucking just like you guys are living in the old days and this and that. You're just like,
But
maybe that's
doesn't
because the way
mean-
they fucking like it. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
Like, how is that toxic?
I think a lot of the times women nowadays feel like, I don't know, this is just what I've kind of seen. Maybe they overcorrected so far because they saw what happened to our grandmas, the abuse that happened, at least like in the Latino culture. I saw the abuse, the cheating, the machismo. I saw even sometimes a little bit within even my own parents, right? So then I feel like my generation of women were so like, that's never going to happen to us.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
going to go out into the workforce. Of course, there was like a lot of propaganda kind of pushing that as well. It's like, yeah, we can do it, which is an amazing thing because now women, we can go out there and make our money. You know, we don't have to ever depend on a man. But for the women that do have a solid husband at home that can provide, you don't need the 2-income household. I do see sometimes mean comments on the internet towards women that are traditional
I have seen that
or
too.
child white. They're literally like saying you're oppressed. Why is that? Why? Why
She's
is
living
it?
the life.
Why if that's what she wants to do? Like, why are you guys so mad at
Have you seen
it?
that?
She gets to make the
Life of a
house-
housewife.
Yeah, I've seen
I
it.
was like watching it. I was like,
That looks lovely.
I was like, in my head though, because I didn't read I didn't read the description. I was like, she was like a day in my life, and I was like, damn, this is a chill ass life. And then
She's
I
over
look
here
at the
making
comments.
bread.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I look at the comments. I was like, oh, it's a house. I was like, bro, take that shit
It's
easy.
great.
You want to
Yeah.
be a house husband?
Yeah.
I'll fucking do
We
it.
gotta
for you,
live-
honey.
we gotta turn
You bring
you-
all the money home, baby. What do you want for dinner?
Yeah.
I'll clean up the entire house. I'll take care of the kids. I'll fucking
Because it is
I'll
work.
feng
It's a-
shui.
it's a
I will
team.
feng
It's a
shui
job.
this
It's a
house
team.
the way I want it because I'm the one that's mainly home.
It's a job.
It is a
Being
job.
a mom is a
It is-
full time job.
And
is.
even women that have careers will tell you, like, it is exhausting, having to go to work and then going home and taking care of the kids and the house and the
Yeah.
food. It's hard. No matter what, it's going to be hard. So for women like that, I say power to you. Live whatever lifestyle you want to live.
Yeah.
Like, it's fine.
Why shit on someone else's
Yeah.
choice of a lifestyle?
And how are you
what
going to
they
sit there and
like?
tell somebody she's oppressed if that's like what
That you
she
know
wants
nothing
to
about
do?
it, too.
You
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's so pressed sitting there on the fucking couch taking a break watching TV. No, I'm saying like when they're not working. When they're not working, relax, guys, relax.
when they're on their lunch break.
When they're on their lunch break, like I was saying, they're
'Cause it
so
is a
pressed
job.
being able to be at home and watch TV while they're working as well.
And just serving your family, like
Yeah.
either it's your choosing. Like I'm a career woman, right? I choose to serve the companies that I work
Nothing wrong with
for.
that.
I choose to serve all these things. But one day, my hand moving.
All of us.
But I also, when I have a family, I want to serve my family, my husband, all these things. Like, what's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that?
Because there's examples of the whole machismo thing you said, and they're cheating, abuse. But There's
Yeah.
also a lot of great examples of just hardworking men who were just stable, who just wanted that wife to love them and take care of the kids at home, and they get paid for everything. That's totally fine. And that was just an actual good relationship. And a lot of there's also a lot of grandmas, and there's a lot of relationships lasted for like 60, 70 years until they died because it was the actual stable relationship where they took care of each other. I'll take care of you with the finances, and I'll give you all the love.
It's a teamwork.
While it's a teamwork thing. While you're mainly gonna cook all the meals, and maybe on the fucking weekends I'll do this fucking cookout.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's a
what-
teamwork. Yeah.
I think you'd be like honestly a great husband, but I just think your dating apps need some work.
Yeah, I think so too.
Your dating app.
And we already know where you get the wives from.
Yeah, because
Hinge.
you got it, but you gotta sell yourself.
You gotta give us.
Let me see.
I gotta-
Let me see.
I gotta-
him go.
you gotta-
Let me
you gotta-
see
I gotta
him.
be a male
You
prostitute.
gotta pass the phone.
Yeah,
down.
so-
Let me see him.
Jessica-
Wait, okay, first off, what what apps are you
Hinge,
on?
Grindr.
No. Fuck you.
Wait, which
It's
one?
okay to be
Grinder.
I was like, where's my phone?
So Jessica, if you can hijack Aaron's
I'm gonna view
Hinge?
it. I'm gonna view this from like if I see you pop up on because I'm on the apps.
You on Hinge?
And see if you
I know
swipe
what I
right.
look for and what I like.
Profile. So I used to have Tinder and Bumble. I deleted all that stuff a long time ago. I just didn't care.
Now you
for
have
it.
Hinge.
It's just Hinge now.
And then screen record it.
I don't like it.
Yeah, screen record it.
How do I do
We want you
that?
just to pimp it out.
Okay.
'cause-
Are you a believer in God? Like, do you love God? Is that your vibe or not really?
No, like I don't really go.
Do,
to
do you want
church
like
that
a woman
much.
that's like a believer in God, like all that?
I
type of
don't
stuff?
mind what she believes in as long as we respect each other.
Okay, I was gonna say there's another app called Upward that I
Mm.
recently discovered. It's like a
How's that
Christian-
one?
It's I don't know. I'm not really on that.
Alright.
It's a little glitchy. I think it's
Yeah.
just getting
Like
started.
Christian, you haven't tried
Recording.
Christian Mingle?
No, I
I
haven't.
think you have to
tried
pay for
Christian.
that one, no?
I don't know. I've never been on it.
I haven't tried Christian Mingle,
I'm on
but
like
I'm thinking about it.
I'm on like satanic meat.
No, I'm dead. Not Satanist.
The
meat.
Satanist
Satanist meat. Satanist.
Alright, so
Okay.
pass it. I know, pass it over.
I was going.
Okay, wait.
Okay, bro.
We're gonna see it anyway.
You're gonna see it regardless.
Wait, okay, let me see your profile.
Okay, well, tell us what is your problem with Hinge.
View.
Aaron, tell us
Okay.
your
I'm not.
algorithm issue.
No, stop.
My love
Stop.
language is touch, affection.
Stop.
and-
Not right now.
Keep reading. I know. That's right.
She
That's right.
has
Okay,
to.
touch.
For a second.
Every guy's love language is touch,
Corny.
affection. That
I
makes
like
sense.
gifts.
You gonna tell me your love language ain't touch, fucking asshole?
Mine is
gifts.
quality time.
Yeah, what are your love languages?
I've actually
fuck
done
you
the
guys.
test. It's
What are-
quality time
And touch.
No, it's not touch actually.
No way. Every guy's love language is
Shut your
touch.
ass.
I'm different. I'm different.
Oh,
What
you're
are the
different.
love languages? Touch, gift giving,
Quality time.
quality time.
Words of affirmation.
Words of
affirmation.
Those are my words of affirmation and quality
So
time.
mine was words of affirmation and then the gifts.
Not touch?
Mm-mm.
Interesting. Okay,
Don't
well,
touch
his
me.
are touch, affection, and words of affirmation.
You're
Okay.
great, Aaron.
Huh?
You're
okay,
I'm great?
You're great.
Oh.
You can't hear me this way, huh? That well, because I speak this way.
Yeah.
Okay, so I like it. Dating me. Can I read what your dating
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
says?
yeah. We need to
Dating
know.
me is like an unexpected direct deposit hitting your account right after you paid all the bills. I'm exactly what you needed. I like that.
That's good. That's good.
You got that joke with that Trump check. You should be like, I'm like a
That,
stimmy.
what do you get? That stimmy? I'm like that
I'm that
stimmy, girl.
The first one too.
Okay, so I would say I would switch out your top photo. This one.
What is it?
I like it, but I would not make it the
Okay.
main one. I
Okay.
would make probably this one the main one right
That's
here.
right, that's
I like
right.
that. I like the style. I like the color. You look cool. Like you look
Okay.
cool. So can I
Intriguing.
switch it? Can I actually do it for you or no?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, let me
Hijack
just-
it. Make it.
Okay, I'm hijacking it.
I hope
The
I have
second
no answer.
one I would do maybe like that funny. Okay, so he has like a funny side, the little.
Mhm.
He's so
vibe.
silly, goofy.
The reason
dude.
why I took that picture in front of that bear was because I was in Big Bear. And I was like, yeah, nickname's Air Bear, so why not?
And then I would get rid of this photo right here because that's not how you look like as much anymore, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
It's not
Like you're on
Yeah.
your fit,
That's
you're on your fit
right.
game.
Yeah.
So let's get rid of it. You
Alright,
don't.
I'll have to.
And
edit-
you don't
I'll
need
have
6
to-
pictures.
No,
Question, do you think he
just
should,
different options?
You think he should say he has kids on the dating app?
Yes, but in
It says it right there.
in a positive way. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get to that. How do you
Yeah.
delete this? I don't even know how to delete this. Find a replacement. Whatever. I'm just gonna. Okay, you know to delete that one.
Okay.
I like all the other pictures. Those are cool. Okay, so dating me, I like that. A life goal of mine. So instead of saying is losing weight and being fit again, is like a goal of mine is to continue
My fitness.
Yeah.
continue my fitness journey and always putting my health, family, and maybe something about your child first. Cause like those are your values. It's
Mhm.
like you want to be fit. So
Yeah.
make it into like a positive thing, you know what I mean?
No,
Instead
yeah,
of
okay.
That's
I like
right.
that. Okay.
where do you talk about your kid?
This is cool because she's
It lists where it says
knows.
kids, and I said,
She
and I
knows.
have that put. I have some. It should be on there.
You have some?
Like where it says drink, and then like smoke, and then like
Oh,
yeah,
all the
yeah,
way
yeah.
down there. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So with the goal of mine, I would probably add the kid part in there because somebody might miss that if they don't like read through the whole thing. So again, like it's
Oh,
all
okay,
about,
yeah, okay.
like
okay.
continue my fitness journey, eating healthy and being there for, my
My children.
family. I love, okay, look, I'm not gonna lie. I'm at an age now where a lot of the men on here either have kids or they're divorced.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
After
It's life
25, girls are seeing that a lot on
Yeah.
like people's profile. People come with baggage. There's nothing to be ashamed of. I say you lean into that. You lean into
Okay.
it. I love when a man leans into it and he's like, I have the most beautiful daughter in the world. She's the world to me. And I'm looking to maybe, whatever it is. I don't know what your intention is to hook up or find a life partner, but
Yeah.
lean into that. I love it because I'm like, okay, I want kids. I don't mind if he has kids. The right girl's not gonna mind if you have kids, and she's gonna want you to like
Yeah.
love being a dad.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No,
Oof.
definitely.
And it's like an
I do-
insight into how you
And
are.
then I know it's kind of a bad. It's not a bad thing. Well, I mean, it's just a fact. But my like pool is smaller because of that. But that's totally fine, bro. I don't
That's
mind
fine.
Yeah, it's better. It keeps them more
it. No, yeah.
towards you.
'Cause-
But what if
Yeah.
what if the goal was different?
It's all, the niche is always better. nichier the
Niche?
better.
No, yeah. Because I don't hide my kids. I remember we were talking about that.
Regardless, you're gonna have to have that conversation.
Cool.
Yeah.
We talked about that before, and I said no, yeah, definitely. I definitely always want, even on the first date, if they don't know that yet, I'll tell them straight up like, yeah, I have kids, like,
Yeah.
and they're like, oh no, we would hide it. And it's like, why would you hide that though? That's
So
like, that's your most important thing in your life.
Here
You're
was,
gonna hide it?
here was the take on it. Here was the take on it. The reason that they said that that he would hide it was because if you're just trying to go on for most of us, the dating app, it's just like hookup.
I was gonna say that.
So
They're probably just trying to hook.
why would I try to be that intimate with someone?
Exactly.
Okay.
It depends on what the long-term
Facts.
goal is.
Facts,
If you're just trying
facts.
to get in her pants and it's like it doesn't even matter, it's
Don't put the
irrelevant.
kids.
You're single, she's
Yeah,
single,
so
you're two
like, when we-
consenting adults, whatever. But you're actually looking for like a real deal type thing, right?
Yeah, so you gotta let them know that you got kids.
Like I've already told them, look, if a hookup happens,
Lean into it.
They're like, if a hookup happens, it happens, right? I don't mind it. If it happens, it happens. Cool. It was good night, awesome. But that's not. I'm just not looking just to hook up with everybody or like whatever. I'm actually trying to like.
So your roster's at what?
0.
Your roster's at what since the last time you came?
Oh,
Since
no.
you learned what Ross
Since you
was.
learned-
0. And actually, 0 and it's going to stay 0. I am like completely
Me too.
Going offline.
not doing anything with anybody.
Me too. Like I don't know. My cousin.
Stop it,
My
really?
cousin. No, for real.
Are
my-
you trying to?
No, deadass. My cousins are like, bro, you're not got no bitches or nothing. I'm like, bro, like straight up, like I'm tired. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
you're
just focusing
tired.
on
You're
my
tired
own
of being head
thing.
coach.
I'm tired of being the head coach. I just gotta let them.
It's a lot of
know.
juggling.
Bro,
I
GM
draft-
being crazy.
I
I think
drafted
you're just
them.
growing up. You're realizing
think
that it's an
so.
empty life.
I
It is a
drafted-
very empty life and sad and lonely.
I'd
And you're
rather,
in your
I'd rather
healing
have a nice apartment,
Yeah.
maybe a dog, and just chill with them.
So are you looking for the one? Are you guys all looking for the
No,
one?
I don't want a girlfriend or the one. I don't
Nada.
want a wife. Nunca.
No, you never want to get married.
I don't.
You say that now.
I know. I say that now for sure.
Wait, you don't want a wife either?
No, I want a wife for sure.
Yeah.
Like I'm ready. I say I'm gonna get married like by 32. I think
32.
that's
Oh, you're
my-
25.
Yeah.
That's
So-
7 years.
Am I
I
invited
know,
to
so
the
I'm
wedding?
like, I got like 4 years. Like I have a plan. I'm like 4 years dating, and then by 30 we'll be like cool, and then 32 I'll like pop the question. Then have
Yeah.
kids by
Yeah.
like 37.
I feel like
37.
Is that too old?
Not
No,
for a dude.
I'm not.
Or
I'm
is
not
that
trying to
not-
judge you, but I'm like,
my
whoa.
bad.
Just think about it in half.
It
Like,
just caught me off guard. I don't know.
Nowadays, I feel like marriage is a suicide for a guy unless there's a prenup. To be honest with you.
Oh shit.
would you get married?
You've been watching like a lot of those videos on YouTube where they're
Dude,
like, there's
honestly,
nothing
no,
to
there's
benefit
there's
the
just
red
so
pill
many,
community.
There's just so many stories you get me to read of
Wait,
just
would you-
dudes that are broken because of just
Okay.
a fucking divorce and that woman just took everything.
Okay, let me ask you a
You
question.
know?
You sound hurt.
Yeah, it's okay.
Those
Aaron.
dudes on her, and I was like, you know what? I don't
He's
want
hurt.
that to be me.
He's hurt for them.
Yeah, he's
I don't want that to be me in the
Okay,
future
what-
either. Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? Unless the woman's making more and she wants prenup, okay, fine, fair deal. Like, you're making more than me.
Yeah.
You
I have
know?
a question.
So
Yeah.
if I'm making more and there's no prenup, I'm gonna be like, why the fuck wouldn't you want a prenup? What the fuck is this actually about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have a question.
What is
So
it?
let's say you date a man, right? And he's everything you want. But at the
Okay.
end of the day, he's like, I'd marry you, but we need a prenup.
Would
that
I agree
kill
to a
it?
prenup?
But you're like head over heels for him. Like you have your own money. You know this already. Like this is your shit. This is his shit.
Like, do I believe in prenups?
And he's just like, I want a
Ugh.
prenup because marriage is forever, but sometimes it's not. 30 years is a long time.
That's such a long time.
There-
I've thought about prenups. I haven't, obviously I've never been married. I don't know. I still don't have an opinion on it.
Yeah.
Because there's two different arguments, right? It's like, well, why are you even preparing for a divorce? It's like, why are you even putting that into the world that you're going to be divorced, or are you having doubts already? Maybe you
Sounds
shouldn't
like-
marry this person.
Yeah.
But then the flip side of that is, well,
It's a long
marriage is
fucking
the
time.
biggest business deal you'll ever
Yep.
meet and make in your
Yeah.
entire life. It is literally, you are combining assets,
Yeah, yeah.
money,
Yeah.
family. It can get
Debt.
messy, and nobody actually goes into a marriage thinking they're going to get divorced. Actually, I take that back. There's a lot of people I feel like that get married
Really?
knowing that they're not the
I
one.
feel like seeing statistics
I've heard
that it's
about
more
that.
than one,
We get
more than
that.
half
Those are
of
the
the
broken
population.
dudes.
Yeah.
It's the broken
or like the
dudes.
settling. Maybe girls start getting older. They feel like maybe they need to settle sometimes. So, but maybe they go into it knowing that I had a guy friend who was like, yeah, Jess, my first marriage, I was walking down the aisle knowing that this probably wasn't going to work
Oh,
out. And
wow.
and that made me wonder. I wonder if that happens more times than we
More
realize.
than you think. Dude, marriage is like main cause of marriage problems is finances. That's the main reason for divorces mainly.
Mhm.
It's like I forgot what the percentage was. It's a high percentage.
Yeah.
But most of the time it's the guys that get fucked over. They get they get half or even more of their shit taken away from them.
Yeah,
The house
that's
doesn't even
really
go to you.
sad.
Even if the house is under your name, most likely the fucking woman's gonna have it.
That happened to my friend too. Yeah,
Really?
that's really
Her
it's
house
really
is what?
sad what happens because I see videos of like divorce court lawyers, and a lot of times they're females talking about like the reality of divorce and how messy it can get for men and women, kids. Like it's not easy for anybody, but like men in specific, I know get it really,
Yeah.
really hard.
Mhm.
Like, and then what you
I
said
don't-
earlier,
I don't understand why they got to add assets to it. Why can't it just be like a love marriage and you just
Yeah,
think
and
about
then
it?
what you said
Exactly.
earlier was like, it sounds like people try to gaslight those other people.
Uh-huh.
Like when they say like, oh, why are you trying to put that into the world? Like we're gonna get divorced. Why are you even speaking that? It's like, sounds like you're just gaslighting right now, my boy. I don't know.
I'll pull
I don't know,
Not-
homegirl. No, not you. No, I'm not saying yo,
no,
say what-
I
when
know,
people-
but it's
when
just
people
funny
say
how
that,
he
it's-
says things. He's
yeah,
like, my boy.
Like, girl, I don't know about
Yeah.
you, but you gaslighting homie over here.
I'd pull out the PowerPoint
That sounds like
Saul
doesn't,
created.
you cannot tell me it doesn't sound like gaslighting.
Yeah. So okay, if you met the love of your life,
Yeah,
and
if I met
she's
the one
like-
of my life,
and
while
she
we're
was
married,
like, I don't want to get a prenup,
gonna
what
be like-
would you do? No, you wouldn't.
Yeah,
No, you wouldn't.
yeah, I would.
No,
Because here's the thing.
I don't
So
think
you
so.
don't
While
like
we're
it.
married,
I feel like you're such
don't
a
get that
like
vibe.
when you're in love, you're just
yes,
getting in
you're
that
right, because
vibe.
you're blinded by love. That's the problem.
No.
But
Never blinded
also,
by
I'm gonna have
money.
that in my head. I don't want to be that broken dude, just in case.
So you'd walk
But
away.
when
Because
you're-
even the
you're
love of my
in
life,
love-
I'm gonna tell you this: if I'm married, I still want that prenup. Why? Because I'm just saying, while we're married, I'm gonna give you everything I can, whatever I could possibly give you, and whatever you want. I'm gonna try my hardest to give you everything that I have. All that's mine is yours while we're married.
Mm.
I am not gonna be stingy about it. Me having a prenup with you is not because I'm being stingy. It's because I'm trying to protect myself just in case of any type of just whatever happens. Because we don't know. We can say this love is forever. Yes, that's what we want, but it's not always the fact. Shit happens in life.
Clip that shit. I'm gonna need it soon.
Shit happens in life. So sometimes either they're gonna make a mistake.
Yeah, because
Or whatever.
falling out of love is a real thing.
It's
Yeah,
a real
it's a
thing.
real
You
thing.
could
It's a real
possibly
thing.
fall out of love.
Yeah.
Not
So
because
then
someone
what's the
else is
point of
involved.
having vows then? It's like, okay, this is conditional and this marriage is conditional on if I'm in love, if I'm happy, if the spark is still there. I'm sorry, in a marriage, you're going to go through weeks, months, sometimes even years of not feeling love, but you have to choose each other. That's
No,
what a
you
marriage is.
fight.
That's the real commitment of marriage. It's not just conditional based off of if am I happy in that moment. You're going to not be happy for periods of time in a marriage. You just
Yeah.
have to stick it out. And I feel like we're living in a generation where it's hard. You're unhappy for a little bit. You want to leave. And like, you know, it's hard nowadays to really
Oh,
keep
yeah.
a marriage together. That's why like hats off to anybody in that because it's not easy.
Yeah, no, you're right. You fight for a marriage. You don't just because you're feeling unhappy for a certain time doesn't mean you have to end
Let
it
him-
already.
If he cheats,
But no, yeah, cheating is
Cheats,
just that's already
abuse,
different.
that's a
cheats,
whole
abuse.
thing.
The extreme.
Even in the
Um,
Bible, I believe it says something about that. Obviously, like
Adultery,
there's
no
there's
adultery.
there's
But
certain
like you say,
things.
yeah, you fight for your marriage, but you don't fight for it for years. At that point, you're just trying to fight for something that's broken already.
Yeah.
yeah, like
You're
if
trying
one
to
of you
fix
don't
something
want
that's
it,
already broken. Like it's not gonna happen no more.
You know who always needs things fixed that we
you're
need to
fucking
help?
innocent.
Oh yeah, he's been waiting.
this
to-
the-
he's
is
been
this a
waiting to
commercial?
say
This
this.
is
Nah,
the
nah.
one we read the people's.
Now we're
Take the
gonna-
mic.
The people on Take the Mic.
Oh, I love the
Yeah.
transition.
Yeah.
You're good.
You guys are giving great advice. I was like,
He
I
was
think these
waiting
guys-
for. He was like,
Yeah,
cooking up.
I'm just waiting for like a keyword. I'm like,
Yeah,
that's a
yeah,
good
you're like,
He
transition.
was
that's-
he
that's
was
my
waiting by
hook.
the campfire.
Yeah.
He was like,
That's what.
yeah, baby burn, baby burn.
So for you guys don't know, we have this segment called Take the Mic where we answer your questions or advice, and it's all 100% anonymous, and we're here to help. First one,
fair enough.
I just want to give Aaron props on his progress and journey.
Ooh,
You've inspired this 30-year-old big booty Latina to get back on track.
that's right.
Ooh, you
She
inspired me.
inspired-
You
Yeah.
inspired me.
Inspired her to get on some.
Seriously.
Stop. Thank you.
No, that's amazing.
Stop.
Next one.
Did you just say?
You'll hear it in the recording.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute.
Next one. I once tried to hook up with this girl from Tinder. Her pics looked fire, but as you can guess, when I went to pick her up, she in fact did not look like her pictures and looked like a lot heavier. Not that I have nothing against big girls because I'm a big guy myself. The problem was when it was time to get spicy, I kid you not, this girl smelled bad. Literally smelled like nalgas. The worst part was when she tried to kiss, her breath smelled too. I couldn't handle it and told her to get off and took her ass home.
So what's he asking?
Hygiene.
I think it's just something
I think
he
he's just
wanted-
admitting his story.
Oh, he's just
Took it off his
admitting.
chest.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever been catfished?
Yes.
Yes.
That's like my biggest fear is
And they
somebody
think you're
seeing me or like
Oh,
they
that's horrible.
No. Actually, the guy that I recently matched with on a dating app, straight up 2 messages in, sends me a video. I didn't even know you could do this on Bumble, by the way. Sends me a video from his car. He's like, I know I'm not a catfish. So I'm sending you this video just straight from the app.
That's like
Let's
red-
just squash this right now. Like, are you a catfish? Mind you, he was in Montana. I matched with the guy.
Okay, yeah, of course these are a catfish. They don't see people like yourself.
And so I was like, oh my God.
Really match with this Latina right now?
Yeah.
I know. It was probably, it was like LA. And then obviously I'm picking the best photos from my page. So they look kind of maybe very LA type vibe. Yeah. So I like sent him a video right away. But my other insecurities is like if somebody sees my pictures and they're like, she looks like that in person, you know? So I'm like, have I ever, you know, you get scared if you've catfished someone too. But have you guys have been catfished?
He has like he has told the story so many times and it's
traumatized.
Yeah?
I'm pretty traumatized. I've been catfished I've been catfished by the same girl 3 times.
Wait. Can we
Pause. Let's take this apart.
What? Yeah, can you unpackage
there's a lot to unpack here?
Yeah.
It was like freshman year when like social media's new, right? So
Instagram was still
everything was new. So I wasn't really sure. I started talking to this one girl. She was pretty attractive. We were like talking for a while. And then I think like 6 months, like it was like pretty deep. Like I really liked her. And then I remember seeing in her comments one day of some guy like calling her out on being a catfish. And I was like, what the fuck? So I DM'd that guy and he's like, yeah, bro, like that's not what she looks like. Whatever. And I was like, what the fuck? And then I think he sent me a picture of what she really, no, he was like, this is what the actual girl is. And it was some girl from like somewhere in the East Coast, like the picture. And I was like, what the fuck? So I brought it up to her attention and I was pissed. I was being mean. And then she got so sad. She started crying. And then even her best friend called me. And then she's like, she's so sorry. She really likes you. Like, we're like, she'll send you a real picture of what she looks like. And I was like, okay, all right, let's do it. She sends me another picture. And I was like, oh, okay, you're not bad. You're pretty attractive. I was like, why'd you catfish in the first place? And then we talked again for like a good month or 2. And I found out that's not even her.
Stop.
I swear.
I wonder what it was though. Was she just maybe?
What's up with her? Yeah.
She was
what was the end goal?
She looked like a. That's so fucked up to say.
Just say it, dude.
Just say it.
This is I.E In Friends, bro.
Say it with your chest, bro.
This is I.E In Friends, bro. We don't give
She
a fuck.
looked like a typical softball player. I don't know what that means.
Like in person, like that.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
If you know, you know. So and I was like, okay, like not my type.
She literally could throw a mean curveball or hit the bat or hit a homer.
She was a good homer.
A home runner?
She was a homer type of girl. Definitely not.
But how did you end up finding out? You met her in person?
No, I didn't meet her in person. I forgot something happened again where I was like, yo, that's not her. I forgot how I found out. I think it's the same guy who told me like that's still not her.
He said, hey, bro, learn your fucking lesson.
Oh my God.
Now up to the plate, Albert Pujols.
Yeah.
So
but I guess my thing with that is like, what are people doing it more so out of boredom? Because like, what you're gonna eventually meet them in person.
My cousin used to catfish as me. Like he used to put like my pictures on his Tinder.
For real?
Yeah.
That happened to me with the girl I knew in Mexico.
Oh shit.
A whole Facebook page and guys would like comment. Mind you, I was younger, like. So I was like in high school and guys would comment it like, I'm mama and she'd comment back and be like, see, like blah, 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 like flirting, being sexual in the comments. And this was like my homegirl. Like I would hang out with her when I would go to Mexico. And then I had to confront her about it. I'm like, Millie, girl, why are you using my photos and like making me look like I'm just like this weird sexual person on Facebook? Yeah. Like,
get you.
Ay, perdón, amiga, perdón. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Like I didn't know what to think, whether it was like flattered because maybe she was just insecure or like, I don't know, maybe she just didn't want to put her own photos out there or is really mad. Like I was kind of stuck between the two and I just felt bad kind of being mean about it. I'm like, it's okay. Just like, please like take them all down. Like, I don't talk like that. Like I'm seeing all these random old men talking to me some type of way. I'm like, ugh.
That made me think about, imagine seeing yourself on like fucking the show Catfish. Like someone
like you're watching the show.
Oh,
like,
that's you.
Someone fucking used.
What the fuck? That's me.
That's me. Someone used me as their fucking photo. Like that's. Imagine you just never knew until you saw the show. Because I know sometimes they do call the people that are actually the photos and like they actually get in contact with them. And but sometimes they don't always get in contact with people that are actually that photo. Do you think about that?
Like now that like your social media presence is pretty big, so the odds of you getting screenshotted and being a catfish is possible.
For sure, it's happened. I've had people send me a picture of me on a website called Seeking Arrangements. Do you guys know what that is?
Oh, no.
Definitely not. I'm going to say no.
Liars.
Aaron was the only one that was genuinely confused.
They're on that. They're on that.
What is it?
Okay, so
that's not the website we saw on Thanksgiving. That's a different one.
Seeking Arrangements is like more so for men that are looking for sugar babies.
Yeah.
So somebody had made a profile with all my pictures and there was a guy that hit me up on Instagram. He's like, I'm not sure if this is you, but I would love to know, is this you? It's a website called Seeking Arrangements. I know what it is. My homegirl was on it forever ago. But I was like, no, I'm not on seeking arrangements. Actually, I've gotten people the dating apps as well saying like, "Is this you?" Like I matched with you, and I'm like, "I'm so sorry." Like that's I am on dating apps, but that's not me.
Yeah, you
I
should
don't write that in the bio.
You should have been like, but now that you mentioned,
I
am looking for a sugar daddy. I'm just saying.
We'll do 2 more, only because we're running out of time.
Yeah, we got to go to Dave Chappelle.
So
Hell
we'll
yeah,
do
baby.
probably 1 more. Because I think Jean's also texting me. He's like, yo, okay, no, cool. All right, next one. Hey guys, I really admire what you guys are doing. Saul, you had a vision and you're making it happen. And that's really inspiring. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you. With that being said, I could use some of your advice. I got fired from my job back in mid-May. I put 5 years of my life into that 9-to-5 job. And it was a very toxic and stressful workplace. I feel so much better mentally, but I'm struggling to find a job because I don't want to go back to the 9-to-5 life. I've only worked at those type of up jobs, so it's kind of all I know. I feel like people make money online than people with I feel like people make more money online than people with regular careers, but I don't even know where or how to even start an online career/job. I know one of you are going to say making OnlyFans, but mentally I can't do that. Do you have any advice?
What was that website called?
Seeking arrangements.
Seeking arrangements. There you go. So this is a girl?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Probably a guy. It's giving me guy.
If she brought up, but if she
saw OnlyFans.
But she brought OnlyFans, and there's not that much dudes on OnlyFans.
It's probably a girl.
Yeah.
You're right.
That's the only clue I have.
My advice would be
get a BBL.
go on TikTok live
never mind.
and pretend you're an NPC.
Oh, true.
They're making
Thank
like $3K a fucking day. It's crazy.
I
have you
hate
seen
this.
that?
Have you seen that?
No, I don't really go on TikTok.
They're like, thank you for the bubbles. Pop, pop, pop. It's so weird.
We really?
Yeah, they're making like weird.
I did hear about that though.
Yeah.
It's kind of it did keep me there for like a minute. I'm
Really?
not gonna lie. I was
They
like,
talk like this.
Yeah, they thank you
Yeah.
for the gift. Nah,
Thank you
Yeah.
for the. Should I do it?
do it.
For the
Let's,
rest
let's
of
get
the
the retention going.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for
I.E.
the
In
thank you for the
Friends.
glizzy. Yeah, I'm not kidding. Yeah.
But real
Wow.
advice, I would say, shout out to you for leaving your 9-to-5. I hate 9-to-5s. I always
She got fired.
I always tell people quit. The best thing you can do in life is quit your job because you just feel so much like lighter. I fucking love it. There's so many jobs out there.
Quitter.
Yo, I quit.
over here.
Yo, the way I see it is like I create my own life.
You better
path.
not quit the podcast I'm on.
No, definitely not. Why would I
No, are you giving me a look like you are going
do that? Why
to?
would I? No, I'm kidding.
I will kill you. I will come for you myself. I will.
She knows
I know where you live.
now.
I will come and get you, and I'll be like, get your butt to
Yeah.
the studio.
Nah, I'm not quitting. But I would say what I did before like entertainment, because if you asked me 5 years ago I was going to do a podcast, I'm like, fuck no, what the fuck? Like, why would I do that? What I would say is go on Indeed and then just randomize everything. Like, doesn't even like just apply to every different industry and then just see what you get in. And if it's right for you, it's right for you. Like if you get called back, it's always for a reason. And even if you don't get hired at the place you wanted to get hired, it's always for a reason. Because that reminds me, before I started the podcast, I applied to like this like camping spot, and I really wanted to do it. And I was like, oh, that looks so fun.
Like a camp.
It was like a science camp thing. And
Oh,
you could
like
be
and you're
a-
gonna be like one of like the
yeah,
Counselors?
the counselors. I was like, oh,
Oh,
that's so
okay.
fun. And I
Sounds
really
fun.
wanted to do it. And then
Counselor-
they
Counselor
didn't do
Saul.
it, and I started the podcast. So I was like, so it's always things for a reason. Just go apply
Yeah,
to a bunch of
redirection,
things.
100%.
redirection. It's scary in those moments where you're kind of like between jobs or between opportunities, or I've gotten like let go of jobs just because of pandemic stuff and things of that nature. It is always scary being in that moment, but I always tell people, because I actually have some homegirls that are going through it, embrace it. Like
Yeah.
this is such a cool time. You gotta build the life that you want. What do you like it to look for?
Exactly.
It's like the shackles have been lifted off. What do you want? What are your priorities? Like literally write it down. Like what are you into? What's your passion? What are you good at? What can you make money from? I think it's something called like Hikagai. It's like a Japanese thing. It's like, this is what you're going to be happy in. Is like, what are you passionate about? What are you good at? What can you make money from? What can make an impact and help people out? If you can find something that aligns with all those things, given the lifestyle that you want, do you want to work from home? Would you be able to work different places? Do you want to be able to travel? Like write it down, figure out different types of career paths in that, sphere, and it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
But right now you get to literally write the next chapter of your life. So I'm so happy for you. Look at
Exactly,
it as like a exciting thing.
It's very exciting.
It's
because
exciting.
You have no time. Like you don't have to check into a 9-to-5. So you have 24 hours to do whatever you want. And then going back to what you said, writing down what you want. When you figure out what you kind of want to do, reverse engineer it. So look at look at how someone got there and then just go down. Be like, okay, how did they get there? What did they do to reach that spot? And then what did they do to reach that spot? And then you just keep going down the ladder and then you find an entrance.
Yes.
And go to networking events. Networking events are insane.
That's how we met.
That's
the
how we
first
met.
time.
Yeah.
You went to a Hispanicized event.
Hispanicized, yeah.
And I was like working, and he had come up to me so nice. I was like, dude, he's so cool. And then
what do you
this
say? What was
was
the opening line?
It's like,
I don't
hey,
even
yo.
remember, but it's sweet. Megan, it's all about how you approach people. Oh my God. No, it's so cool. It's all about how you approach someone.
Yeah.
I've been a fan ever since. And now look at your podcast. Like, this was like at the kind of earlier stages
Probably like
of the
year
podcast.
and
I
a
knew.
half ago, yeah.
Yeah. And
That's
like,
crazy.
look at it now.
And
I'm
you
like,
know what's crazy? Because like,
We got new couches and shit.
Yeah, we got
yeah,
new
like the
couches.
upgrades and all that. Look
And
at
like
it.
still one of like my social media goals is to like be interviewed by you because you're always like interviewing so many like cool people. And I was like, I wanna get interviewed by Jessica. one
Whenever
day.
you want, I'll interview you on your own podcast.
Yeah, let's do
Ask
it.
him right now. Some hardcore
Ask me
questions.
a question right now.
Yeah, right now. Oh my gosh.
Hit him with the hard question.
Oh my gosh. Now I'm like on the spot. Let me think. Okay, like what? I don't know. It's kind of basic, but like what do you want your legacy to be like when you die? What do you want to be remembered for?
That's a really great. I want to be remembered as someone who, and this is gonna sound silly, but it's literally what like this girl said is like, I want to be remembered as someone who helped me take that leap and like say quit your job, like
Like change your life?
like I want to be that person who like, oh, I'm so happy Saul told me to quit my job or maybe even drop out of school so I can go pursue something. Like I want to be the person who helps them break out of the norm, that whatever that is, to go change something greater. I think that's always, and I was literally thinking about that like 2 days ago. I was thinking about like, what's my purpose? And so far it's been like helping people get past that barrier of chasing their dream. So
Yeah.
that's really,
Let's
Okay.
go.
Thank you for that question.
I'm inspired
Yeah.
by everybody here.
no, I'm inspired by you all the time. Like you, especially you, everything you do, you kill it.
Thank
Love
you.
everything you do.
Thanks,
sure.
guys. Thanks for having me on again. I feel
Yep.
like this one's,
Yeah.
it always goes so fast.
I know, yeah. We're
Yeah.
definitely going to have you back again.
I want to be
Yeah.
back on,
When
I want to be
the
on
room changes.
Besties.
No, yeah, definitely. We're going to make that happen for sure.
I want to,
That'd be fun.
yeah. I'm a
Yes.
fan.
Yeah. And if you guys love this conversation, Jessica will also be at the panel that we'll be doing with Chicano
Oh, this is
Hollywood.
true.
Oh,
You know?
yeah. You guys are all going to be
Yeah,
there.
we're all gonna be
Yeah.
there.
Are you on the
Let's
same day as us?
go. I have no idea. I don't even know which day
What
I
day
am.
are we
I don't
on?
know.
I think they're
I don't
still
know
figuring
days.
out dates and
Yeah.
times,
Oh,
but
okay,
we'll be
okay.
there. Chicano
Yeah,
Hollywood
we'll
Pally
be there.
panel.
Tickets down below, link in the bio. You can use code I.E In Friends for 50% off. So
I'm gonna use it.
get that.
Okay, insane.
Yeah.
You're gonna use it.
I'm gonna
We're
use
there
it.
for free.
I don't care, bro.
Just to make us look good.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, oh,
yeah.
yeah, they sell tickets.
Promo code time.
Yeah.
Promo code.
But Jessica, if you'd like to tell the people all your socials, where they can find you and all that fun
Yeah,
stuff.
you can find me at Jessica Flores across pretty much everything. And that is all. Join my running challenge.
Oh,
I
yeah.
did.
August running challenge.
I
30
did.
miles. It's easy. 1 mile per day.
Mhm.
Let's
I'm
go.
gonna do it for sure.
You're joining it for real?
Yeah, for real. Because I run like
You
2
joined it
miles.
for real?
Yeah.
Well,
I've
you-
not joined it yet.
You joining
You're
it
gonna
right
have
now?
to. You're gonna have to call out, catch up now.
I gotta download
You're 2
the
miles
app. I gotta
behind.
do all that
No, I
stuff.
just run like 4 miles.
You're 2 miles behind.
Yeah.
I could.
Hey,
do 2
bro,
miles a day.
I did 12 for the last challenge. Like on the
Yeah.
last day, I was like,
I saw that. But that was like a
I
sick ass one. It was like a 50 or 70 mile. I've done a 70
But it's because
mile
you guys were running the freaking
marathon.
marathon.
LA
yeah.
marathon.
I'm running the marathon next year.
I did.
Fire.
Oh, you are?
Mm-hmm. You inspired
Let's
me.
run it together.
That'd be sick.
I will carry like I.E In Friends
And
and,
the
like
flag.
the Laos.
It might be at my
Like,
friend's
the
house.
Laos flag. Just like, you're like, y'all aren't even from there.
The girl comes back. You still from Laos? No, I'm not. Sorry.
But Cesar, where can they find you?
Y'all can find me at I Know Cesar.
Airbear_IE.
You can find me at every social media platform at Saul V Gomez. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and see you next week.
Subscribe.
Subscribe. Love you guys.